because I'm high and I'm just not moving
Start
at all.
streaming. Alright, I'm waiting for it to receive the
I
content.
can't play a song that's longer than 3 hours.
Oh, god damn it. Alright, I'm checking. We have live.
We have live. Okay, I need to go check.
We live.
Listen.
Let me check to see if you're.
So did Goliath leave? Goliath is just leaving.
Oh yeah, there's the live.
So what do we have for power?
Browse game MSTS2.
There we go. Perfect. Right out a window.
Now, Jonah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sit in one of the cafes. We're all gonna sit at the same booth.
Alright, let's figure out which one it is. Let's all hop on the platform so I can see you guys.
I will choose.
Hold on, I have a hold position.
Is he set to hold?
Let me know. Yeah, let me know when y'all are ready to.
Alright, hey everyone, this is Delta 6 here with the New Learn Public Railroad, here with our host Matt Z and my friend Rebel and our friend Noah from Valhalla Tower. And we're here taking a little peaceful ride on the New Learn Public Railroad with a staff train. Well, not a staff train, a special chart.
Our nerves from the shenanigans we had.
We've had the last 2 hours have been rather bone chilling. So we're gonna take a relaxing thing. Goliath 5-2 has gone off and is scouting ahead, and we're gonna take a ride towards Needles.
And emulate the same issues that Rebel had.
Hey, Jonah, over here. What about over here? What about this car?
Oh, let's
Hold
get
on,
something back away from the locomotives. Come on.
I don't see you guys.
How about this one right here? Where I'm at.
Down there? Towards the back?
Yay.
We can see the train when we go around curves, though.
Right there? Yeah, that works.
Hold on, which one is it? The cafe in front of the super line? Oh, okay.
There we go.
Alright, let me get on board. Can we all get... Which booth are you guys in? Over there?
I'm in.
I'll sit across from you guys.
Hey, here we go. I'm across from Z.
Yay.
That works.
Oh, Jonah, try and get to this one.
Yeah, because there's like, it looks like there's 4 seats.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
My temperature's at peaked at 346 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey, you're standing in the fucking aisle.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Just hold shift F11, see what happens.
I'm doing shift F11. Let me keep going. Tell me when I'm next to you guys.
I'll keep an eye beside you.
It's not letting me put it in for some reason.
Can you not?
This is on the other side, though.
Yeah, just sit in the booth beside him.
Yeah, let me get to the one that was next to you guys. I think this is it? Yeah, here we go. Alright, hit it. I can look out behind, so I can tell when we're moving.
Hold on, let me load up the server computer and I'll do it.
No, I'll do it.
We'll finally stop using sand.
I see the Cadiz local over there. Oh, wait, no, that's the Cadiz power.
Yeah.
Amtrak 169 wants to come in. Oh, we are going to have a meet, too.
Oh, nice.
Amtrak number 3 wants to come in. He's waiting at Daggett.
You know what we should do? We should all, like, stand by the...
He's waiting at Daggett.
So, Goliath didn't have a signal. He's clear now. He's going to go cross over to East Barstow.
Clear.
Yeah, but no, we should... Hey, we're moving.
No one join us.
Yeah, no.
I'm taking a train.
I know you're taking a train, but just let
your train and join us.
Come join us.
Yeah.
No, seriously, come join us. This is gonna be good.
Guys, let's do this. Let's go hang out by the bar.
Let me turn the desktop audio up because no one's gonna hear the rain a little bit. There we go. That's better.
How do I get down there where you're at? Do I have to do shift 11?
You have to do shift 11 to get up.
There we go. I'm gonna go ahead. Hey. Y'all just hang out. Y'all just hang out outside the bar. So what?
Hey, here we go. It worked.
Oh, well, hang out outside the bar. But yeah.
I'm at the wrong end. I'm at the wrong end.
Let's just have everybody. Let's just have like all of, like I'm just the bartender and y'all are just like, oh, we're gonna hang on the bar. Okay.
We're trying to get back out of the bar. Oh,
there we just have y'all be outside.
Hey.
Have y'all be like.
Wait, I'm in the bar. Oh no.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now we can actually have a cool discussion.
Yeah.
I'm
It'd be nice if we had,
I
it would
just
be
clicked
nice if we
outside
had
the truck.
lights, but that'd be a nice thing to add in Run 8. So Goliath is gonna cut out in front of us, but we are crossing
There we
over
go.
immediately.
Get in, Noah. I'm trying to get in.
Just
I have a
F11 and then
second
click on the car. Hold F11 and click on our car.
I'm taking a look on the live stream. We are
Which
good.
car are you in?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
Which car are you
I'm just
in?
gonna start looking through Facebook and I'm gonna see if I can find anything we can discuss about.
Alrighty, so I think are we out of the yard? Yeah, no, we're on the main now. I'm checking out the lower window. Oh, there's one train I didn't finish dispatching, 7610. I'm gonna put him in. I'm just gonna put, it's YRB. I'm just gonna put him in Marcel.
Oh, that's the car you're in. Okay.
Hey,
I
the
can get
first of
into it.
the BS
Hello?
container trains just made it into Barstow.
I can't get in the car.
Hold
The
up
light is
11.
out of the way, so we're
Hold
gonna
up
meet
11
in
and click on the car.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get in it?
Oh, and I got it.
You just gotta love the fact that you
know.
can't see shit.
I'm gonna turn my railcar tags off.
Hello?
Oh, hey, Noah. He's over here.
Yeah, hold Shift F11 and get over here with us.
He's
Yeah.
got the fucking handlebar mustache.
Oh.
Hey, here's an interesting topic I want to start up. I know most of y'all are in school. I know most of y'all are in school, but this is an interesting thing.
Yeah, fuck it, that worked.
But here we go. I want to ask this question. You seem to be. What do y'all think about this new trend that schools are starting to go online?
I don't like it. We
I
started
don't like
it.
it
We
either.
started it at my Gateway Community College. We had a couple classes that were online, and like that's one of the reasons why I failed. I had just gotten a laptop. It's my first semester. I wanted to do gaming and stuff. Of course, I wasn't going to be able to pay attention to doing homework online. Houston does it all the time. They have a whole software that you have to pay for. It's $100, and it's a license to last one semester.
No.
You guys
I mean,
ever-
Well-
yeah, go ahead.
Go on.
No, keep
That's like I
going.
was gonna say. On the topic of education, in my state, there is a whole bunch of bullshit going on right now. Guilford County has basically taken an initiative to lower the passing scores again. So now, an F is 40 or below.
Okay, that's great.
Not even joking. They want to improve scores
Well,
in
no.
the schools by lowering the
An
passing
F
grade.
an F was below 60 normally. Because a D minus.
Well,
is
in my
60
school,
up here,
it's
I
just
think.
it's below a 70.
No, below a 70 is
Well, no,
a C
for my
where I am.
because I'm saying like a 69 and below.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
we don't
pretty
have
sure.
the same thing here. You fail if it's under 70.
But okay, but hear this out. And since we're still on the topic, like, and I'm the only one that's actually still in high school. So apparently, my high school, like as soon as we leave, like as soon as we're done for the school year,
Uh-huh.
apparently they're going into every classroom and they're tearing it up. Like they're taking everything out and they're getting rid of the projectors. Like, you know those overhead projectors that you would see?
Really?
They're taking those out and they're putting in smart boards.
Sure.
Oh, those are so expensive.
Mm-hmm. And to top it off,
Okay, but yeah, basically, from what I'm understanding here, 100 to 80 is an A. And then it's, correction, 100 to 85 is an A, 85 to 70 is a B, 70 to 55 is a C, and 55 to 40 is D, and 40 below is just F.
That's very strange because now, and also I'll say this: my mom's been teaching she's done special needs things for 35 years, so even she would agree that this is BS, because there has been, I mean,
Well, see, the problem is now.
Palsy that, like, are as smart as hell. They might not be able to write or necessarily speak properly or anything, but thing is, some of these people are super smart, but the whole grading thing, no. The way it is right now, as far as I know, I believe with where I am, I think anything below like a 69, I think then it becomes a D. And normally once you get a D, you're not getting a passing grade on anything. Below a C minus, usually you're not getting a passing grade on an assignment, depending on what it is. But yeah, like C minus is usually like the worst thing you can get. And F is like below 60, I believe. Because a B plus is like 69, 67, I think. 65 is like a D, and then like 63 or something is like a D. God, I don't know what the hell it is. It's like a D minus, I think. And then after that is all F. And there's no F plus, F or F minus. It's F.
This is F. There's no E.
Well, see, the problem is though, what basically the people that are responsible for managing the Guilford County education system, right? Basically, these are the same people that believe that social justice should be a mandatory course for the curriculum.
What?
Even going as far back as being mandatory in middle school.
Social justice. It depends on the idea of social justice that they're pushing.
Well, see, the problem is from what I've understood, because I've actually gotten a look at one of the curriculums that they were trying to. It included made up fact that reparations are a necessary thing.
No, they're not. That was proven because of Germany. We made them pay reparations, and then they were so poor, people were desperate, and that's why they turned to Hitler.
Basically, the problem is, though, the curriculums they're trying to push are pro-socialism.
Hi, Amtrak 3.
Oh, Amtrak.
Okay, okay, hold on. Now, here's something
I'm filming him for you guys, so.
Yeah. What do y'all think about the like I said, with a lot of schools now going into digital, like doing online learning?
I don't like it.
With them getting rid of the snow days. What do y'all think about that?
It's terrible, because I'll tell you what happened with Guilford County. They actually, not only to make up for snow days, not only did they make them take mandatory online course, but they also cut into the kids' Christmas vacation. So literally the only day they had left was Christmas Day, and they had to go to school right after that.
Wow.
We don't have that up here. Even in Connecticut, and I give Connecticut bad rap, but I also have to say this. The way our curriculum is, because of the way finals are set in stone, there's no way to make up snow days, really. Which kind of sucks for accelerated classes, because it means you just have less time to learn material.
Whoa, okay, Jonah.
On your own.
Jonah. I'm gonna give you credit. We have 180 school days. Total.
Yeah.
And you divide that into 2 semesters.
Oh, those are spawning crap. I didn't even know that.
Well, no. In each class. Okay. Each
English, please.
Yes. Each like class, like for example, if you take forensic science, you can either take it in first semester or second semester. That rushes teachers to get everything crammed into you by the end of the semester.
Yeah.
And it gets worse because listen to this. So my like I said, my psychology teacher, he used to teach economics. He's been doing it for I think 12 years, and he told when I was in his economics class before he switched over to psychology, which was last year. He told, like literally, since that is an end of course test. Pretty much, it's one of the ones that are done by the state for requirement. Things somehow we lost like 7 days. 2 of them were because of snow days. You wanna know what the other ones were?
What?
They pushed the date closer. Like, literally, okay, all of our EOCs are done in 1 week, which there aren't many. It's like,
EOCs, I'm not familiar with these.
okay, an EOC is an end of course test. It is run by the state. Like, pretty much, it's a state mandated thing.
State
mandated testing, just on a different level.
For example, one day it would be algebra 1 and geometry. The next day it would be not physics. It would be
basically whatever courses you're taking at the time.
Oh no, it's only certain courses. Like it would be, like I said, algebra 1 and geometry is math. Biology is science. I don't think there's any more of them. I don't want to say bye. Oh, okay, here we go. Freshman comp? Not freshman comp. 9th grade literature and American literature. That's English. And then social studies, it's world history. U.S. history, and economics. Now, economics is usually like one of the last 2 tests. They pushed it to the first test.
Oof.
So he lost like 3 days to prepare. Thanks to them pushing it forward.
It's pretty fucking bad what the testing is. But
standardized testing.
Anyways, let me ask y'all about something else now. It's kind of related to education. The fact that you have to pay for driver's ed, and you have to pay per class. You can't pay it as a group. You have to pay it per class.
That's
I believe
crazy.
part of the reason for that, I think part of it has to go to the driving school. I think the other part goes to funding the DMV, because DMV is not super well funded, as far as I know. Again, I can only speak for Massachusetts. I know from what my mom has told me, they don't pay people very well at the DMV. That's all the work they do for the business. It's not just because they have a straight job, it's because they have to pay a decent amount.
Yeah.
But I think driver's ed, I can understand why they have some of the funding. Part of it might have to do with the insurance for the instructor if they're driving with someone and the driver gets into a car accident. How are they supposed to pay for their training cars, I guess?
Yeah.
So I understand why some of it. I mean, I imagine that part of it is part of the insurance. The rest of it, without doing any real research, I really don't know. I guess they have to make some money somehow to keep the flow. The other thing, though, is drivers, that's really, as long as you're a good driver, it's a one-time thing, so.
Yeah.
Noah, are you enjoying that wall over there you're looking at?
I'll just be in front of your face then. I don't know.
Here, Jonah, I have an idea. Swap places with me.
Okay.
You be at the bar, so that way all three of us are in the view.
Welcome to the Running Studios podcast.
Hey, we made a podcast.
Welcome to Yard Limits.
Welcome to the first episode of Yard Limits, everybody.
Where we don't talk about Run 8.
I'm Z. This is Jonah, Rebel, and Noah.
We're not in the
we don't talk about Run 8 at all.
Yeah, but okay.
We're approaching
A discussion about things, everything else other than running.
Yeah.
We're doing 90, by the way.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay.
look past Goliath pretty soon.
Yes. And then I'll probably spawn join it.
And we got a big problem with that.
What?
Guess what's coming up at Ludlow?
What?
My 100-car loaded reefer train.
What's wrong with that? The
problem
reefer
is,
train?
the only passing place you could do it is in between Troy and Pisgah. There's no passing between those two places.
We could wait until it clears and then overtake it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ride behind Goliath today. It's doing 72, so.
Yeah, but okay.
Back.
Something I actually just thought of. Let me see if I can go find it.
Go ahead.
I remember I was reading something about something. Good point.
Oh yeah.
Actually, okay. Here's a good question I want to ask. Like, this is just something really. Would you, like, I was reading about this about how they have all these this is on the school buses, like how they have all these new safety features, like how they have like anti-tilt control and like if like drift and all that stuff on like wet surfaces,
Yeah.
the roads. My question is, would you still trust them? Because think about this.
I gotta teleport out real quick.
Most counties,
Yeah.
most school
I have to
systems,
delete a train
they-
exit spawn.
they still have buses that's from well into the 90s, and you would think it would cost a lot to rebuild, to put all this system in, and with the way some of these drivers are, probably would you still trust your child to get on one?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Good luck.
If you had children, would you?
Oh, John.
Where'd you? Oh, fine.
The question is, would I have children? That's the first answer to the question.
Yeah,
The
but
answer is no.
hypothetically,
Well,
if
we
you had-
all know the answer is no, so
Yes.
that's out of the fucking...
Depends.
Yeah. So it depends. Yeah.
Go ahead, keep going. I'm hopping back and I had to delete a train that was coming
Okay,
in.
I'm gonna see if I can find. Something. Here we go. I wanted to just finish. What do y'all think about the all these retirements going on lately about these locomotives?
What do you mean?
I think
Like
a lot
from
of it has to
CSX
do with the
retiring all
mission.
their SD50s and 60s, NS retiring all their 60s.
Well, that's obvious. It's fucking,
They are getting old, and they have. I mean, the reason why they're all
SPSR going into effect.
Well,
I
it's
mean, the other
not
thing is
just that.
Pan Am's barely only has 3 I hoods left, and we're very low on SD40s now at this point. Like, there's a
That was fucking random.
Yeah.
well, no, I mean we're telling. What I mean is we're getting rid of them. I mean we're upgrading all the Gs, and it's not really much of an upgrade, but we're doing because they're like, well, it's less power for us. Like that's the whole reason why they're doing it. Like
Yeah.
One other reason is that all those SC60s have literally the electronics of a Commodore 64, which obviously can't be upgraded. So they've
Yeah,
rid
bro.
of the planet because of faulty electronics.
Well, no, I mean, well, okay. I mean, if you think about it, they could. I mean, when it comes to NS, they have the 60E Pro. They could just rebuild them in 60Es. You would think that they would.
And PSR, for PSR, that's not good.
PSR is not going to allow for...
Well, okay. If they're gonna rebuild, I mean, yeah. Why would they? Yes, it may be expensive, but yet they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because I heard something recently that they're actually dividing up the 60E series locomotive
Actually, Rebel.
into
They
classes.
did.
Really?
The 7000 series is going to replace the SC60Is on the coal train.
Yeah, on the coal trains.
Shit.
They're getting.
Right, so it actually is some truth to that.
The 6900 series is
And
going to stay as
Altoona
regular.
Works posted
back.
something about it.
Oh, welcome back. We're just talking about SC60Es.
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah, but I mean,
I can hear it over the
something
radio.
like that. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, actually, no. Actually, I want to ask that. I mean, I know some of y'all haven't really been out, but what would you say, based on photos and stuff? What would you say would be the best era to have been gone out in Railfan?
I'd say for NS, early to
Not
mid
sure.
90s.
Yeah.
I'd
No,
say
okay.
early 2000s for pretty much every railroad.
Yeah. Okay.
Modern-
See, I would
Someone said they
say-
couldn't hear my voice, but I just fixed it, so we're good. Keep
I
going.
would say for CSX the early to mid 2000s, because honestly, you
had
saw a
Conroe
lot of
units.
variety.
They had Conroe units to sell the Dash 7s.
You have leasers.
We have-
leasers that were in the 20th.
No, keep going. Actually,
Yeah, but I mean, something like that. Actually, something to put on mind. Like when this is something that I always think about when it comes to like locomotives sold off to like leasing companies. Mine is Helm Leasing and First Union Rail and CIT Corporation. Those units, to be honest, you would think it's that doesn't make me think those units are better off. Like those units are pretty much bound to be scrapped eventually if they don't get bought out by someone else. But think about it. But think about this. What's their only purpose once they reach those companies? To get leased out to some railroad or get bought out. what happens if they never get bought out? They just become units rusting away. So I think it'd be better off for them to just scrap them if they're never going to get a buyer.
Well, that's the thing with Pan Am is we have from Goliath to the Dark sliding. What, the one at Pisgah?
If there's nothing there.
That's the thing, I don't know.
I've been hurting all day.
Someone's gonna have to check, unfortunately. Let's see. The last time I put something in that dark siding was a year ago. It might still be there.
Oof.
Oh yeah, there is something in there. It's just a pair table.
Oh, is it?
It's never checking.
Just AI it. AI it. We'll have, we and Goliath will go around it.
Jonah. No. But say, how are we gonna? There's no way.
We're going rather slow right now.
Yeah, we're going 37 because Goliath was holding us up.
But we're Goliath is 3 blocks ahead.
How heavy is this train? Are we having shenanigans again?
Shall we just run him around between Troy and West Pitt?
Hold on, I have an idea.
Might as well. I mean, the knee back isn't in a big hurry.
Be pissed, sweetie. Yes.
There we go, I lined us around him. Between Troy and West Pisgah.
That works.
Oh.
Yeah, because that train obviously can't get deleted. Anyways,
Hold on, I gotta.
so pretty much every public road is adopting PSR.
Except CN. CN's getting out of it.
Well, yeah.
I just checked. I know we can't see it. We're passing Newberry.
Well, I see Newberry because I have the industry tags on.
That's what I just turned on.
Yeah. BSF being private doesn't need to do PSR because
CN is getting out of the system right now.
The BSF doesn't do PSR because they don't link their operating ratios. Because they're
No,
private.
they don't need to. That is a benefit to BNSF. They don't have to feel this pressure in that way because they can just say, "Well, we run the way we want to."
Yeah.
But the problem is something I've noticed. They have too many units right now.
Do they?
They have too many units, too many AC units. 'Cause think about this. They have over 570 max.
Well, 1,000.
No, it's not 1,000. That's Divas.
No, 1,000. SC30 Max goes from 9,400.
9,400 to 9,999.
And then 8,800 to 8,099. So that's about 750, yeah. There's about that many in base as well.
Yeah. And a lot of them are in storage.
Yeah, because they were only using them for coal trains. And they don't want to switch them to HML trains like everyone else is doing.
Well, okay. Do give credit. Only the BN ones. The BN ones are the only ones in storage.
Well, yeah, because they have the old Windows operating systems, yeah. Because they use like Windows 98
You know what they use that for, though, right?
for the MFD screen.
Only for the MFDs. It does. I confirmed this with an actual engineer. They don't affect any of the core electronics. Only to make the MFDs work and communicate with the systems.
Yeah.
70Ms, and I don't think they use it because XP was the baseline when they were created. 7 didn't exist. They're trying to upgrade them to 7, as far as I know,
But
or
obviously
Vista. With
no, I think it's 7 now. They're using Windows 7.
7 is the baseline as opposed to Vista for any
Or
system
they're doing a
nowadays.
Linux distro. They might be doing a Linux distro to make it cheap because Windows 10 is really bloated and stupid.
There is a light version of Windows 10, but it's not as easy to get.
Yeah, they might be using Windows Server to get up on that.
Windows Server 2008 doesn't allow for a lot of stuff, though, including graphics stuff, so they
Windows
might
Server
not do it.
2019. Well, like,
No, Windows Server 2008, they wouldn't use Windows Server 2019, it's way too unstable. I mean, the MFDs work, so at least, I mean, who knows what the -9s are using?
well, they use the same
Probably-
thing.
They're probably the same thing.
Windows. Welcome to Windows Millennium Edition.
MFD screen operating systems.
I should look in the GEVO manual, see what it says.
For locomotives.
I love how you have to adjust your baseball cap and we're in the pitch dark. And there's
That's right.
no reason. How cold is it How cold is it outside the train right now? It is
56 degrees.
56 degrees.
Just notice that you just changed into our bartender.
Yes.
Yeah. That way he can see all three of us.
Yeah, there's still 3 people watching.
What is any of us is missing?
One of them's me. So it's a really
One of them's you, but one of them's Mr. Horton, and one of them's not me because it doesn't count me. No, it doesn't because it sees it's my account.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys can't see my flashlight, can you?
No.
No.
It's not like in V1, because I'm shining it so I can see you guys. Huh. Alright, next topic of discussion.
Yeah, I mean,
We're crossing over.
One thing I would think of an interesting discussion of like when it comes to like sort of the difference of generations. What time era do you think would be? What year do you think would be the switch over from the generation before and the millennial? Millennial.
Depends on what you're talking about.
Like what?
What's
I
a
mean-
Windows Millennium?
No, I'm talking about like people.
Oh, politically why?
Yeah, like when do you think? Like
I
that would be-
honestly don't know. It's a good
like,
question.
For millennials or
I think
millennial?
I think somebody like me would be considered Generation Z or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Like,
I
honestly,
believe
I mean,
the way the officially has been declared is pretty much a millennial is more in between like 25 and like 36 or something really now.
Really?
I'm considered a millennial because I was born in 1995. I'm on like the tail end of this stuff. Anyone that's like maybe like 17 or something, they're Z. Anyone like below me that's probably like could be just not even 20 yet is probably Generation Z. It's kind of hard to tell.
So yeah, we would say around 1995.
Yeah,
is
so
when it
Z,
switched
you're kind of like wow, funny. Z is Generation Z. What a
Z.
shocker.
from-
You have a generation named after you. How terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean that's just something that it seems weird how we have to classify. Like,
Well, I
what
mean, we've
what
always classified
generation.
things by generations.
Like if you think about it, wouldn't it be better just to classify you from like decades? Like,
If we did it by decades, no. The problem is because we passed through like different eras. We have like the modern era, we have the golden era, we have the era before there was
I'm not
color,
talking about like that. I'm talking about like
the era before we
like-
discovered
like-
fire.
Like say, like Jonah, you're 1995. You're a 90s person, a 90s
Almost
kid.
a 90.
Yes.
90
Like,
90, yeah, 90s, 80s, 70s. I mean, people still do that. It's just that they use the
Yeah.
generational
I mean, that
thing.
would be a better.
Here's the
maybe
thing:
like, oh,
the
millennials
generational thing
and-
was mostly created by the previous people, by our parents. Is mostly created by. That's why you hear baby boomers, because that's what they considered themselves to be. And then they thought up the name for us, which was millennials. Because they're like, well, it's a new millennium. Well, who cares?
Yeah, I mean that's just something that.
I just get sick of people using millennials as an excuse to like call my whole generation scum. It's like, really? Your generation started how many wars and had racism and it had tolerance for gay
Yeah.
people by how much? How much? How much was done? Really?
Yeah.
Like we haven't even started a war yet. Oh, actually, take that back.
I mean, what's the worst we've had? Like Twitter wars and Tumblr wars? Like, I mean, how many people died in that?
Well,
Like,
technically, we had
6
had the
people,
war
maybe,
on Iraq
on the internet have died from.
And
I
actually,
mean, the
okay,
only war we've ever
well,
started
okay,
was
we're right.
swatting,
Even
and that's
though
not even a
some people are
war.
gonna be behind us. Technically, I want to bring this up as an interesting
Go ahead.
point. Yesterday, September 20. February 26, 1993, or literally 2019. That was the 26th anniversary of the World Trade Center bombing in the parking garage.
Oh, in the parking garage. Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
parking garage. Yeah,
I had forgotten about
26
that.
years.
I haven't
Yeah, it's
heard
been
that
26
mentioned in
years.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, but it's been, yeah, it's been 26 years. It happened on that day,
then.
which was technically yesterday. Because it's only been the 27th.
Okay, that grain train is kind of I don't even know. Oh,
Yeah.
the grain train's just kind of stuck
Well,
now.
the lack can now in the needles block.
Yeah, something funny.
Grain train is set up for the night.
Stuff with this, but someone.
See, whenever you say you're not trying to start stuff, you're trying to start stuff.
Well, no, okay. I'm not. I'm saying
He's
like.
just trying to start his car.
But okay.
Are
like,
you? What if it's a truck?
When it becomes when it comes to like someone said like a theory, because I'm in a group.
Game theory.
It's a game theory, yeah. But like I'm in a group that is basically like about the like old Twin Towers. Like it's just a place to post photos of it before
Before it happened.
Yeah, before it happened, some photos of now the one World Trade Center. Someone said like, and this is an interesting theory to think about. They said like the bombing that happened in 1983 was to see how strong, like if they could take it out from underneath.
And clearly they couldn't.
Yeah, and they couldn't, and then that's what they tried doing that, which makes sense. It sounds like an interesting theory because if you think about it.
I'm gonna make a
So you had terrorists that basically like, well, we can't blow it from the bottom, so what if we took it down from the top?
So I'm gonna make a really bad joke here. What do you think would have happened if they had slammed the planes into the towers and they never came down?
They would have given up. They would have gone home. Well, they would be dead, but the rest of the people would go home.
You know, actually, okay.
They'd go home to sit around. They'd go home. They'd sit around their circular playtime mat and play Hungry Hippos while thinking up their next next plan from Dr. Evil.
Okay, here's something that I
if they never collapse,
that could be possible.
If they never collapse, they might either ramp it up or who knows. It's a really good question, honestly.
But I mean, since I bring up that one, if you think about it, that could have been possible. But then, because the way the way we built back then is different than how we do it now. I mean, if you think about it, well, the way we built now.
Well, we build things now, especially with like, for example, what is it? Earthquake resistance. So you have those pillars that are beneath that allow the whole building to wobble, like in high winds and earthquakes.
But the main reason because of the collapse of the two towers was because of the steel like bending because of all the heat.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I mean, yeah.
It wasn't just that. It was the fact that you had something that weighed, I don't know, like, how many tons? What's an airplane weigh normally? Like 30,000 pounds or something?
Probably.
Yeah, you had something the size of a grain train doing 600 miles an hour into the top of a building. Buildings are meant to withstand some pretty high winds. They're not meant to withstand a 600 mile an hour steel tube going into them. That's why.
That's something too. But like I said, with the steel melting, I mean it's been proven that steel buildings made it as steel can collapse from fire.
I mean they can, but it's not, And jet fuel does burn pretty hot, but it's not designed to melt steel beams. That's not what they designed it to do.
The fire was Jonah.
Of course there was fire. I mean, you've got all the insulation. Of course, a building like that with everything that's in it, it's the World Trade Center.
Yeah, and here's something I found out. Apparently, the building was sprayed with some kind of like.
Guys, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you.
All right, see you later, Rebel.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I doubt it. Like I said, they were sprayed with like asbestos that was supposed to like make them flame resistant, which pretty much pretty much didn't really do much when they.
Well, there goes Rebel.
Indeed.
Where are you? Yeah, you go there.
I'm
Pretty much when they got hit, I think they said like it burned off all of that asbestos material, which pretty much exposed the steel and caused it to go down.
We're coming up on our merge point in 2 blocks. Is that Bear Table still waiting?
Yeah, he's still excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Now,
I mean, like if you look at that.
Should we
And
move
if you
to?
look at some other buildings, like there was one that was made entirely out of like concrete and steel, and and the parts that were made of steel, it collapsed. But the concrete parts, they stayed up, like they did not move. They did not go down with it. But then an all steel building, which makes you think. I mean, yeah, you can't do anything about it with the ones we have now. But if we had another big like giant fire, like with not like hit by an airplane fire, but like one where like it's stretched across multiple floors. Wouldn't you? I don't think you would not want to be.
We have 4 viewers now.
We're talking about them.
You're talking about 9/11 now. There's another viewer.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, but like I said, like you would think like a building with concrete that would last because concrete's concrete.
Concrete's not gonna really melt. I mean,
it's not gonna melt.
I mean,
But
unless
if
it's like
you have steel in
if
it,
it's
that-
burning like at the temperature of lava. Yeah,
Then it would-
but you know,
yeah,
we
I
don't
mean,
really have the power to invent things that
the
burn
thing-
like
the-
lava.
The steel has a certain point before it becomes.
Steve,
Everything has a melting point.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like what
Wait,
was it?
does
Like
lava
once a
have a-
building
wait,
reaches that
wait,
point,
wait.
you
Lava doesn't have a melting point because it's already a liquid.
But lava has a boiling point.
I don't care.
Okay, actually no. Now I want to bring this. If you were like the head of, like, say something like this, say 9/11 happens, like, and you were like the head of the building when it got hit. What would you do? Would you immediately evacuate everybody, or would you say like false alarm, or it was like go back up to your work?
I don't want to do that.
It's New York. New Yorkers don't want to take chances, man.
I'm not saying I'm not basing it. I'm not saying like it's in like any building, like any building that's like tall. Like if you see like okay, say you see like it gets hit and it's a building that is a very tall building that can literally, if it does go down, it can cause everything to be destroyed around it.
And you see like a plane hit it, then yeah.
Well, no, not a plane in it, but if it's like I said, if it's a big fire that's big enough,
People
to
would
cause-
evacuate. They wouldn't want to take the chance because they know that their building is going to wind up as collateral damage.
Now here's the problem I see with the way the people reacted with the building, like the management and stuff, or whoever. Like before the second plane hit, they had people. They told people like go back to work, like go back up,
Yeah.
and pretty much they had people go back up because they're like it's not going to affect our town. There you go. You just pretty much sealed off a bunch of people's doom and saying get out.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Amtrak. That's
All right,
the,
first half of the grain train is... Oh, is that Goliath passing?
Yeah, it's
Goliath.
Goliath. Yeah, but I mean it's isn't it?
Oh, and that's
yeah,
the stack train right on the other side of him. I'm looking at the tags.
but-
Here comes his power.
152.
There goes 5-2, and there's the bear tables.
Yeah, you see that. So, Red
Yep, we're
Locomotive.
crossed over now.
Mr. Rare Locomotive guy, yes.
Hey, if we look on the other side now, though, we'll see the reefer train.
Yeah, but I mean, and another thing to bring up, if we, for chance have,
There it is.
Knee back.
for chance were to
See,
have
I
it,
was right. She does spin the yard.
there we go.
Delta Reaper train and knee.
If we were to say for chance have another, not an attack, but like have a instance where this were to happen again, where a building would, you would think something to think of. When do you want? Actually, something I've noticed that hasn't really been touched up on is a fire system.
Fire suppression.
Yeah, think about it. That I don't think you see many things about like of a fire system where it'd be able to handle something like that. Yeah.
Well, did you ever see what happened to the plane that the UPS Flight 6 that crashed? Did you ever hear about that?
No.
Here's what happened. Flight 6 was one of those UPS flights where they have there's a lower cargo deck level that's underneath the cockpit.
Yeah.
And the way this plane happened, the shipment right underneath they discovered, this was after the wreck and everything, had batteries. A lot of AAA batteries. Cargo shifted a bit. They showed this later in tests. When a single battery ignites, if there's giant cases of them, batteries ignite almost instantly, and once there's a fire of them, it is near impossible to put out. There were multiple pallets of them. They all went up in flames immediately. By the time the fire suppression system let them know, and they had decompressed the cockpit, or decompressed the cargo bay, fire was already burning so much it didn't matter if you were sucking all the air out at 36,000 feet. It was burning so much, it burnt as high, it burnt so hot, it burnt through the sheath in the roof of the plane, which cuts off all of the communications with the regular flight controls.
Yeah.
You have no manual. Now granted, the autopilot runs under the fuselage, it runs underneath the plane. So autopilot still works. It got to the point where it burned through the regular oxygen supply, the emergency oxygen supply for the pilots, and you have smoke. So you have a whole cockpit filling with smoke. Pilots incapacitated. You have a first officer who's a ex-military guy flying a plane with literally the most basic thing a pilot needs to have to continue any sort of flight unavailable, which is the ability to see out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
He had to rely on a daisy chain of communications from the original flight controller from somewhere that was eventually out of range when he wanted to go back somewhere. And that traffic controller had to talk to 3 different flights to relay information because this guy couldn't tell what speed, what altitude, or what heading he was at because he couldn't see his controls. And that was all from batteries burning through this stuff. That's why they eventually have those giant domes that they put the pallets in now, and they put them in. You see those giant Quonset hut things, the half-shaped domes.
Yeah.
That's why they have those, because those are fire resistant. Those are meant so if a battery case explodes and goes into the fire, it can't burn through that.
Yeah.
Because it burnt that hot that it wrecked a whole plane. A plane that was this was an advanced Boeing cargo liner.
Well, okay, hold on, Jonah.
Granted, this was I think late 90s, early
UPS.
2000s.
They
so it was
buy old airplanes and refurbish them.
I know, but still.
So, yeah, but what I'm saying is and I'm not directly referring to at this point the World Trade Center since they got hit by an airplane, but I'm talking about towers that have probably collapsed due to a major fire. You would think that the emergency fire system would have been able to. Where'd you go?
I'm currently in the outside mode to get a couple external shots of our train from when we were doing this.
But you would think the sprinkler system.
Yeah.
It would take care of the fire before it spread and got worse.
Yeah.
And not be oh, there's a fire. Maybe we should do something about it.
And then there's the Boeing 787 batteries.
Oh, the Dreamliner that had the battery failure.
Yeah.
Or the battery burn up, yeah. All right, I can hop back in the car now. I wanted to get some good cinematic shots of us
You wanna
doing
hop? You wanna
things.
hop in the lounge car? Is that here?
Well, I'm out now. Hold on.
I'm in the. Is there?
Trying to- The lounge car? Oh, because we have views in that now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sort of.
sort of.
Oh, no, we do, because you guys were just sitting next to me.
Oh wait. Okay, now Jonas with Noah. Get in here, Noah.
I was looking the wrong way.
Yeah.
Where's Noah?
I'm trying to get in.
Yeah, but I mean, still, just
This is a more... We should use this for the podcast.
yeah.
Sit in the lounge car.
I'm too far away from the unit, so no empty seats.
You have to be right next to it. And then hold
Trying to.
F11 and click on it.
No.
It won't let you in?
I'm trying.
Yeah, but I mean, but yeah, like I said, like it makes you question, and actually something else, something that makes you think about and question the logic of air of the.
Noah, did you just let a train out of needles?
I don't know. Oh.
VFTW lack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, okay. Something and that's something I've questioned to this day
No, I
when it
can't
comes
get in.
to. Do we really want to have like DOT workers and all that stuff, like DOT companies, allow them to store items underneath bridges? Do you think that'd be a good? Do you think that's something that company should be able to do?
It depends on what they're storing, I think, entirely.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like in general.
If
Because-
it's like tools, I mean,
Well,
sometimes
well,
if there's
think
no
about
other
this.
place.
Think about this. I'm gonna preface back because this is something that almost happened almost 2 years ago.
What? I'm in the middle of the doors.
Okay. That happened almost 2 years
Oh.
ago. The I-85 bridge collapse that happened in Atlanta.
Oh, I remember this.
The reason why that happened was because the Georgia Department of Transportation had plastic, like those spools of like plastic material underneath, and those caught fire. And they were feeding off
Oh.
the fire to the point where the concrete couldn't handle and just caved in. Like,
Wow.
Wow.
if you think about it, I mean, and that makes you think. Is it really safe to put stuff underneath a bridge knowing that anything can catch on fire?
As long as it's something that's in a flammable resistant container, I'd say okay. Otherwise, no. No.
Like, I mean, yeah, like, you...
The other
don't
thing
really-
is the bridge needs to be up to code.
Well, yeah, but...
No, are you really stuck down there on the outside of the train?
Yeah, I can't get in. I'm as close as I can to it. And it
What
says
if you do Shift F11?
Shift of 11. Okay.
Or just hit F11 a bunch of times?
Oh, there you go. Hello. I'm here.
Is
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, there you
is
go.
it? Where are you?
It's in here.
Are there really only 2 seats?
Apparently.
Is this really how Greenstone designed this?
Yep.
yes.
Oh, I see them. You're right in the coach.
Oh yeah. It's
I guess we'll just go in a coach.
Well,
It's
Noah just fell asleep for a second.
oh, wait, guys, come to the Superlander. No, never mind. I can't see it.
it's programmed like a stupid and locomotive.
Let's just go back to that dinette we were at.
Well, let's go to the one where we can actually see. Yeah, the one where we can see out to the left makes more sense now that we're on the right side of the track. So which one was that?
I don't think any of them. I'm in the one that's third out to the car locomotive.
Third out from the locomotive. Let me find you.
No one's in the
Hey,
Hello.
hey, over here. Sit next to us.
You can.
Hold on. I'm gonna-
Can you?
The seat order is weird.
Nope.
Oh, here.
Did you
Hold
not?
on.
You can just stand here.
No. No. Yeah, I can't really sort of stand here.
Well, let me teleport back over here. Come to this table, guys. See if you can come over here. Find you, Noah.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
See, can you make it across to us?
Hold on.
There's only 2 seats per thingy. Yes.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, no, okay.
I actually have you both in view, so... And the flashlight does nothing.
That's it. Let's go behind the locomotive. Yeah. So, I mean... Yeah, but that's just something that makes it... Some things that makes you question about...
The world. Yes. This is
Makes you question about the world.
global warming. Which is
Where are
actually
we
happening.
coming up on now? 696. We're coming...
We just passed the signal bridge.
Oh, I can see the train in the background. That's cool. This is cool. I like this shot. I can see the DPU.
Move around these. Yeah,
Look at how much traffic is. Why is there so much traffic oncoming? Thanks, Noah.
Not to do the same thing in Mojave.
Please don't. Not right now. Mojave is calm.
Actually, I could do something.
Oh, by the way, so get ready to queue up SBD Piz once CSX 5201 passes it, because then you only have a good 30 minutes for it to get to Troy before the Amtrak stack train hits Mineola.
The Amtrak stack train. Yes.
Yours.
Oh, you mean the tanker Amtrak mixed thing? Yeah.
No, not that. That's going to LA, remember?
Oh yeah.
It's sitting just past Slover. The one I'm talking about is the one you left from Hobart with the 1P42 on it, 155.
Where is that guy?
You'll see him. He's just clearing. He's just about to hit Mineola now.
A coal train just got spawned. It's like
Why is the A spawner still on? It's off.
Well, I turned it on so that way we have traffic heading east.
But it's going to
East.
spawn it everywhere, unfortunately.
No, I only set it up to be only Seligman.
Windows Defender did not find any threat since your last summer. Your device was scanned one time. Thanks.
Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make it the way I can.
I love that it's raining and we're just in the middle of the desert where there's like no rain.
it's not even raining here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
How long did we put this video on for?
I don't know. Maybe, I think it's like a couple hours.
Okay.
It's also an hour
Take a
now.
look. Hour and a half? Okay.
Okay, so we have I have it set up, Jonah.
Hmm.
Alright. There we go. There we go. Oh. Let's... Release this from guardrail.
This is
No, I just
felt that we're in Ludlow now.
You released some JR from a few days ago.
wow.
Yeah. We're coming up on Ash Hill now. Are we? Yes. We just cleared Ludlow.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I don't remember if I put anything in that dark sighting. I guess we'll know.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Amtrak, yes, Amtrak's new chargers. Yes. They ordered.
That's gonna be an interesting concept.
they ordered
Here's the
long
thing.
distances.
I think the West is far more willing to adopt them because of what they're designed for than here on the East.
Yeah, that's why they didn't order that many. They're gonna keep the older density for the east.
The thing is, in the east, we have railroads that are very skeptical up here. Now, granted, we have CSX and we have Keolis, and they're fine.
Then it's NS.
Northeast New England Central is very controlling over Amtrak. Ever since Amtrak had that rock slide derailment, which again wasn't Amtrak's fault. There was no slide detector in that area in Northfield when Amtrak wrecked. There was no way for them to no, literally, when they wrecked. It wasn't Amtrak's fault. But people blamed them, and NECR kind of blamed them. And they basically, after that derailment in October 2015, NECR kept setting 15-mile-an-hour speed restrictions near that area. So Amtrak had to continue to run track warrants. When Amtrak redid the Vermonter southbound schedule, the Vermonter was always half an hour late because they had track warrants that they just were forced to abide by forever for something because NECR just didn't trust it. They were like, we don't want to have to deal with another derailment, and Amtrak's like, it's not our fault. There was no slide detector. No one would have known there was a rock slide. And so NECR is kind of controlling. For example, they wouldn't let NKP 765 come up once to Glory Days because they didn't want it going over their trackage.
Let's see. Okay, hold on.
And Vermont Rail System was like, well, we need it to go over your trackage in order to get to our area. And and NECR was like, nope, you're not allowed to have it. Doesn't matter. We don't want it. No reason, we just don't want it.
Okay.
And we're at Ash Hill right now.
Okay.
We just passed the crossing.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay, I'm gonna look up. Right, I'm gonna look up a
Oh, we're not at just
on
yet.
Reddit to read. What's the topic should I look up for stories?
I would say entitled parents, but that does make us a lot angry. I'm trying to think of something else.
Choosing beggars?
Choosing back. Sure.
Let's do
Sure.
HVAC hacks. Let's do images of HVAC hacks because they're stupid.
Oh, finally, the NLR inspection train is stuck behind the other 9 million trains. It's only now making it to the it's getting close to the summit because it was stuck.
r/choosing beggars.
r/choosing beggars.
I have to wait.
That's their 1500 has an R text.
I have to wait until the Reddit loads up all the stories.
r/begging.
Here, let me use the app. I'm gonna open up the app and get it. Okay, well, let's find something to discuss about while I load up. I get her.
What's the deal with rain?
What's the deal with airline food?
Jerry Seinfeld, everyone.
Do.
I would do that if it wasn't copyright.
I bought a bookshelf.
I should buy a Seinfeld base that I can use for the Yard Limits podcast.
Bookshelf. Phone.
A phone?
Bookshelf combine harvester. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good price. I wonder what the price would be, like, if you think about it.
$246.
I would not.
Would it?
All right. You know what? Let us make a Valhalla Reddit.
r/Valhalla rants.
Reddit.com.
Yeah, r/Valhalla Tower.
Skip that. Okay,
No
so
one would ever comment on it.
Would they?
Let's see.
Well, there's r/train sims.
Let's see. Here we go. Browse community. Browse by topic. No. Okay, I want to.
Hacks.
How
about this?
Where's T?
Communities.
Oh wait. CHIS. There we go. Oh, it's not choosing beggars. Okay. No. Okay. Update on the meme poll.
Construction failed. Let's see here.
I don't care. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I found a story. Okay, the story is I don't care if a tornado destroyed an entire town. I want my fucking Pepsi.
What the Pepsi? Okay.
Okay. First, a bit of history. From 2007 to 2013, I worked for PepsiCo as a customer service rep / sales rep in a call center. My job was to take or receive calls from restaurants and other smaller places of business that carry Pepsi products and take their orders. If they needed a product or handle any customer service issues they had. I had zero control over billing. Big grocery stores or large convenience stores attached to gas stations like 7-Eleven or
You don't say.
Eat are handled at the local level. Easy peasy. Pepsi has a number of distribution centers all over the U.S. Yada yada yada. Okay, hold on. That's just stuff about information. There we go. The following call occurred on Monday, May 23rd, 2011. You're probably wondering how I can remember the exact date. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Unfortunately, I cannot recall where CB's business, a small family-owned restaurant, is located. However, the distribution center assigned to CB's town was located in Joplin, Missouri. Now I see what he means by that date.
Wait, so what's going on exactly?
Okay.
He's got distributors, and he works at what company?
The distribution center was in Joplin, Missouri.
Joplin, Missouri. I've heard of it.
On the date of, and this call occurred on Monday, May 23rd, 2011.
Okay.
That's
No,
when
I'm
the
not gonna.
Joplin-
I'm going to.
So you guys didn't see anything on your side, by the way, because we're passing the dark side.
No, I didn't see anything. I'm not even looking to that side. I'm looking near.
Oh, well, we
any
just
text.
we just passed
Okay.
the signal bridge. We're good.
Okay. Now I want to make you get. Now, what happened in Joplin, Missouri?
A big freaking tornado happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did it?
That's what happened the day before that call.
You seriously didn't know, John?
Oh.
May 22nd, 2011. A
Mm-hmm.
huge tornado tore through Joplin, Missouri, and basically flattened the entire town, including the Pepsi distribution center. And that's no exaggeration. Google it. In the hours prior to receiving the call from CB, higher-ups have been hard at work trying to figure out the logistics of rerouting trucks from surrounding distribution centers to cover the Joplin zone. We were told to explain any Joplin customer what was going on, that it was going to take a few days to get service up and running in their area, and suggest going to the large big box stores like Walmart, Sam's, or Costco.
Those are the start too.
Okay.
If they ran out of products before we could get a delivery out to them, if they ran out of products before we could deliver them, everyone was understanding. And a lot of them even asked if there's anything they could do to help those displaced or injured due to the tornado. Everybody except one guy. I was the unfortunate soul to receive this call. Uh-oh. Hi, thank you for calling Pepsi. This is I'm not gonna say the person's name.
How may I help you?
Actually, this is what it says. Is this asshole owns this restaurant located at 123 Fuckers Lane? I guess that's weird.
What?
And I guess they, instead of putting their actual address, they just made it up.
Makes sense.
I need to place an order, and I don't have a lot of time, so don't try to sell me any of your shit. Okay, sir. However, I do need to inform you that our distribution center was completely destroyed in yesterday's tornado. It won't be able to deliver on Wednesday as usual. At this time, we are estimating a Friday or Monday delivery. What the fuck do you mean I won't get I won't get my delivery on Wednesday? I'm almost completely out of everything. I need my product now. I am sorry for the inconvenience, but because the Joplin distribution center was destroyed, we are currently in the process of rerouting trucks from distribution centers in the surrounding state, and it's going to take some time to get it up and running. If I may suggest going to a place like Sam's or Walmart and getting two large liters and getting some 2-liter bottles to hold you over until we can deliver. This is absolutely ridiculous. I want you to get on the phone now with whoever you need to get. Oh, let me speak. Sorry, I'm trying to do the voice. I want you to get on the phone with whoever you need. To over in Joplin to get me my products, and I need it now. And now I need it tomorrow. Sir, the distribution center was completely destroyed, and there's no one to call. Most of the employees also lost their homes as well. The trucks were also destroyed. So not only is there no one to call, but there's no way to deliver products to anyone either. Do you think I care about some loser trucker lost a few shingles off his single wife? I don't. What do I care is about you taking my order and having it here tomorrow. I need 1 Pepsi, 1 Diet Pepsi, and 1 Sierra Mist. Side note. Choosing Beggar was attempting to order 5-gallon boxes of syrup for a fountain machine. He was ordering the minimum number required for a delivery. So I took a look at his history. We had this guy call every week for 3 months for an order, and we're already told they were fine. Sir, as I've stated, I would be happy to place the order, but a delivery tomorrow is completely impossible. I know this is an inconvenience for you, and I apologize for that. We are working as fast as we can to get deliveries to your area back up and running. This is absolute bullcrap. You call this customer service? I don't give a shit. Sorry, I read the statement and I froze for a moment. I don't give a shit who you have to blow or fuck, but you will have my product here tomorrow. Or you can come pick up your machine and I'll go back to Coke. I beg your pardon? At this point, I went from being irritated to fuming. Yes, my manager happened to have the cubicle next to me and heard half of the conversation. At this point, he came over and plugged into my phone so he could listen in. Did I stutter? I said, I don't give a crap about you or who. I need to speak English.
You do.
I don't give a crap about who you think you have to suck or who you have to fuck, but you will have my product here tomorrow. I will put your shitty machine out on the curb for the garbage man. At this point, my manager, let's call him Mike, took over.
Mike.
This is insert person's name here, Mike. Finally, a man who knows how to do business. I've already give you stupid bitch employee my order. You really should fire her, by the way, because she doesn't understand how to do business. Women are only good for doing one thing, if you know what I mean, chuckles. However, I do accept this order to be free because of the hassle she put me through.
Did you expect?
I've been doing a pretty female, but this is the first a male. I don't care. Sir, I regret to inform you that Pepsi is no longer interested in your business. I have gone ahead and scheduled your equipment for pickup, and be advised that if you remove it yourself and put it on the curb as threatened, you will be liable for any damages done to the machine, and its total cost will be picked up by your garbage services. So, you can't do this! Yes, sir, I can, and I already have. I'll sue you for this. You need my business. Good luck on your lawsuit. This call has been recorded and will be submitted as evidence. Furthermore, where PepsiCo, we're looking into your history. You don't spend more than $1,500 a year for products. I'm pretty sure we'll survive. We wish you the best of luck. Mike hangs up. One second, Scott. Say that for a second. I guess this is the first name. I need to make a quick call. His desk, because his desk are mine, I overheard a conversation. Bill, hey, it's Mike over at Pepsi. How's Coke these days? Yeah, I'm calling to give you a heads up about a contract we just terminated. Mike tells Bill what happened. Really? No way. Wow. So he did the same thing to you guys. Huh. I wonder what he's going to do now. Oh well. This is asshole right. Have a good one. Mike ensured that the call has indeed been recorded, and then the calls needed to have CB's equipment picked up. Later found out that CB was so pissed that he actually took the machine out on his own and proceeded to use it for target practice. A few months later, Rita found out that he really did try to sue Pepsi for breach of contract. A Pepsi counter sued for the cost of the equipment, and yes, the recordings were played in court. He lost and was ordered to pay the full cost of the equipment, which was a couple thousand.
Oof.
And then he added photos that went around the office of what was left of the distribution center after the tornado.
Do you have images you can post in the chat?
Yeah.
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Oh, what are you streaming?
We're just talking about things while riding on an Amtrak.
Oh, right, okay. So basically standard shit.
Yeah. Let me open this up in Safari, but oh my god. I'm looking at the image, like it's horrible.
Please show.
Show and tell.
Suppose you guys are still up.
Mm-hmm.
1 a.m.
It's not that late for us.
God dang it, found. Oh man, it has a full show up.
Oh, it's only 6 a.m. for me.
Okay, if my phone could not reconnect.
Oh.
Here we go.
We're checking. We
This is-
still
this is
have.
the
We're
photo.
down to 2 people. We're still good.
This is a photo of the distribution center.
We'll put- Oh my god.
Yeah.
What the fuck's all that?
The thing.
That was a Pepsi distribution center after the Joplin tornado.
Does any of it still have? Here's the thing, though. Imagine how much that's been shaken up if you open one of those cans. You go blind. But that's terrible. I mean,
That's
it
a
got
lot of
hit
money
with. It got hit with a. I know. Seriously, how big was this tornado? Did it say?
I think it was an EF5.
A hand of God?
Yeah. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Alright.
EF5s are pretty rare.
You don't say.
If you look out our other window, we're about to meet something. If we look out Noah's window,
Hmm.
we're about to have a meet. A big meet.
Joplin, Missouri tornado. Yeah, here we go. The 2011 Joplin tornado was a catastrophic E5 rated multi-vortex tornado.
Ouch.
Ooh,
It was a vortex.
a multi-vortex. Multiple vortex.
You've heard of the multiverse. Get ready for the multi-vortex.
It's the cost of this tornado
Okay,
in history.
let's see.
We got less than a block for a meet. If you guys want to see it.
I'm looking to my right. I've been looking to my right since the right time. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Let's see.
I'm gonna start this as a separate recording just so I can show the meet. Alright, there we go. Keep going.
So I'm gonna. Let's see. This is a photo.
This is still on choosing
of
beggars,
text
right?
conversation. Yeah, we're still on the topic. I might switch to something else. Let's see.
Well, let's go through this one. All right.
$200? No, I could do $420 for a console and a controller. I can get a brand new one for $260. I'm not doing the console and the controller. I'm doing the whole bundle. Wow, cheap bastard. I'll leave you with a bad review for free.
Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna go to.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty stupid bundle where you have to charge $420 for something you could get $260.
Yeah.
That would be like,
Let's
get
see.
all of Run 8's DLC for the price of all of Run 8's DLC and a $50 fee. Here's our train.
Hmm. Hello.
Yeah.
G40.
Okay. I switched from r/choosing beggars to r/pro revenge.
I don't remember what train this is.
This is a it says here Z Canlac.
Oh, it's a Canterlock to Los
Although-
Angeles.
Although I have it set up right now with the AI path to where it goes over the boron, it goes off the end of the truck.
I wonder why the hand throw was open.
Speaking of which, we might want to stop.
Put them in
You might-
inspection.
Well, no, I'm talking about your knee back.
No, don't have him go to boron. Have him go to inspection.
No, I'm saying like I'm gonna stop him.
At
I'm
inspection.
gonna stop him. Actually, yeah, that works.
Put him in inspection. He always stops in inspection every single trip
Okay.
because it's reefers.
Oh, here we go. The title of this one is you young and rude adults refuse to pay for public transportation. And ooze sweet revenge at the end of the day. Okay.
There we go.
A train driver.
I was a train driver. This is a good. That was the last thing in the recording was I was a train driver, and then ended. Was a train driver.
Anyway, I work as a train driver. I drive smaller trains, mostly out on the countryside, and people are.
He has to be
ask
from
me,
Britain.
"Hey,"
It sounds like.
But OFC, there are some.
Oh,
there are also-
fucking course.
Yeah. A fucking course. There are also the alcoholics, drug addicts, and in general weirdos that use public transportation. And some of these people just lives to be a pain in the ass. This was a few years ago. We were traveling late afternoon, and my conductor, let's say C, storms into the driver's cabin, angry and annoyed. And tells me we have two good-for-nothing guys on board, and they're such a-holes. Me. What do? They have no tickets, refuse to pay, and just laughs up in my face saying, "What are you gonna do about it?" Hey, WTH, should I help you drop them off at the next stop? We can't because we are just traveling to one station, so they're getting off at the next stop. Goddamn smug guys with their "what are you gonna do about it?" So we're both angry. I let my conductor rant and let off some steam. Next stop comes and the guys get off. The conductor angrily gestures at them. That's them. We continue the short remaining journey and have a break at the end station. Some hours later, the train then goes back. Since we're on the countryside and it's late weekend evening, the train is almost empty on the way back. The conductor knows where every passenger on board is getting off, and she's up at the front with me, chatting, and all is fine again. Until we approach a station where we let those guys off. We see two people standing there. It is them.
Damn.
My conductor beside me shines up like a goddamn sun. She says with the biggest smile on her face, "Do not stop." I'm just laughing, slowing down the train, not stopping them. When we pass them, my conductor opens a window, waves, and says loud and happily, "This is what I'm gonna do about it." The guys are just staring at her with their jaws on the ground as we drive past them. We laugh all the way to the home station. We were the last train of the day.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. It is an edit.
Edit.
I wrote in the comments that we encountered the guys again a few weeks later. I'll post it here as well because the guys did not learn from the first time. They apparently got on at the same station like last time, but we didn't notice them. They had planned to travel further than last time. The conductor went out to check tickets and went like this. Conductor spots them, recognized them, and said loudly among the other travelers, "Oh, are you able to pay for your tickets today?" They all just fidget and say, "No, we ain't got no money." So he says, "Well, that's a shame. You'll have to get off at the next stop." Them. WTF? Can't you just be nice and let us be? What the fuck are we gonna do at that shitty station? Guys, I don't give an effing damn. You were going off this train and you can walk to the next station. I'm calling the train behind us so they don't pick you up either. They got off. The other train called us later, saying they saw the guys walking on a forest path along the railway tracks. I haven't seen those guys since.
Wow.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find one.
Sorry, I had to teleport to make sure that the bear table was gonna get a chance to leave, because Noah's 155 is right about to hit that turnout.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I gotta make sure that 596 stops.
Oh my god! I just guess what I just found in this.
Is it another railroading one?
What?
Is it another railroading one?
No. Guess what I just remember the one I just read, the Pepsi one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I just found that in here. Bully teacher.
Let's see if we have a defect.
What? Wait, what? Let's see. Gas speeds on my driveway. I guess I may have.
What is this one called?
Guy speeds out of his driveway every day without looking. I think I may have.
Oh, I feel like I know how this one's gonna go.
Small piece of background information. As a kid, I was always playing rough, and at some point, even thought about becoming a stuntman. Actually, that sounds like an awesome career. That still sounds like an awesome career. So me and my friends did this whole fake fighting thing, and I learned how to easily take hits and pretty nasty falls without getting hurt badly. I was one of those kids that always had cuts and bruises and had no idea how I got them, nor did I care. I also always had superpowers because to cause myself a bloody nose just by picking a very specific spot. This may not sound like a superpower, but if you didn't study for a test, it was a God's gift to be able to walk out of a classroom with a bloody nose, knowing you could retake it another time. Here we go. The story happened a couple years ago, and it may be the worst thing I ever did. I was 17 years old, and being Dutch, I rode my bike everywhere. I lived pretty close to my grandparents, and would bike past their house on a daily basis. Their house was at the corner of a Y-shaped intersection, and there was this guy who lived at the same intersection who was the worst driver I had ever met. Hold on a second. He would just not look when he was driving out of his garage and speed into the road. He nearly hit me twice already, and every time he just cursed at me to get out of his way. Now, you have to believe me when I say this, but I'm not a vengeful person. But something about that annoyed me so much. My grandma also loved to ride her bike around town to do the groceries. I knew I had to do something before my grandma would get hit. I asked my grandma about the man and she told me that what I already knew. That I was an a-hole and did everything wrong except for him. And everyone did everything wrong except for him. I told my grandma that I'd be planning if she would help me. She wholeheartedly agreed, and together we made a plan to teach him a lesson he would never forget. I decided to hang out around the guy's house for a couple of weeks to take notes when he left for work every day, and about how fast he was going. I worked everything out to the smallest details. No room for error on this one. I started practicing my falls again. I look up some tutorials for myself for the performance of a lifetime.
Oh boy.
I feel like this is gonna get very interesting.
I got a feeling this is gonna get really interesting.
One Sunday morning, I get up and start stretching and warming my muscles. Today is the day. I grab my bike and drive it just around the corner to the guy's garage. I mentally prepare myself and start my bloody nose with ease, and making sure to get it nice and bloody in the process. And I hear it. The garage door opens. I now have 3.7 seconds before he'd be racing out of his garage. Like I said, every detail, no room for error. I started driving my bike as fast as I could and get ready for the impact. And let me tell you, it went beautifully. I was no longer sitting on my seat, and had my left hand already off the handlebar to help the impact of the car. I rolled over the hood in the windshield of his car.
Oh, Noah moved.
And landed a nice rolling motion. And I thought to myself,
He landed what?
What?
Texas asking, can he join in?
No.
No?
Because I don't myself years ago. I ended up hitting the ground on the passenger side of the car. all in all, the whole accident took less than a second, but I still remember it as if it happened in slow motion. The guy was freaking out as he thought he had killed a guy. And if you were just looking at the amount of blood on his car, it wasn't that much, but on a white car, every drop stands out. You would agree.
Oh, he made it so he had bloody
Later,
nose
next-
too.
He came out screaming, asking if I was okay. Of course, pretended I wasn't, and took my sweet ass time getting out. It was at this point my grandma came out running to the house, screaming, "My baby! You hit my grandson!" The guy didn't know what to do. He was full of shock, and now he may pass out. I'll give him credit. He kept his cool, and he knew he was in the wrong. He called me an ambulance and stayed by my side. When they arrived, they began to check me out. I was fine. A couple bruises and scratches on my knee from hitting the pavement. They bandaged me up and left. My grandma brought me to her car and brought me home. A couple days later, I rode my bike past the guy's house and noticed a piece of paper on one of the windows saying, "For sale, call 06," and the rest of the number censored. I asked my grandma what happened, and the word on the street is, the accident left him traumatized, and now he refuses to drive anymore. Taking public transit everywhere and selling his car.
Holy
My grandma
shit.
is happy that she can ride her bike without having to worry, and I'm happy that I don't have to worry about her life. We talked about it afterwards, and we both agreed that although what we did was a horrible thing to do to someone, it had to be done because someone could have actually got hurt, and we don't feel any remorse about it.
I want to know I want to know how much the car was.
There was an update.
Oh no.
Update 1. I want to set the record straight as I see a couple comment talking about the guy as if he was elderly, and that's why he was a bad driver. He was at most 45, and just an asshole and a shitty driver. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a good one.
My god. Wait,
That's a
do we
really
still
good
have...
one. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Faking getting hit.
We are back up to 4 people.
Nice.
And we're doing a Reddit reacts while on
I
a
know.
train in a game most people would never play at 1 in the morning.
Yeah. We need to do more of these, Jonah.
We need to.
We need to do it like next on the A line.
All right, I just took a double check. The bear table is out of the gate.
This is such a weird. Okay, so here's the title of this one.
Oh, he's not gonna go very fast, man. He's only doing 60.
Really?
Well, he's only got 2 SD40s, if you remember correctly.
Huh. Okay, here we go.
Keep going, keep going. I'm trying to find the train again.
I'm loading up. I'm trying to get to the news. There we go. Hippity hoppity, you damaged my property. Bippity boppity, I'm calling the coppity. Bippity boppity boo, they're taking your kids.
What?
That's the title. Bippity hoppity, you damaged my property. Bippity boppity, I'm calling the coppity. Bippity boppity boo.
My ears are quite floppity. Send Funny Bunny to sweet little girl. Ding!
Oh, no.
I like to think it was the fast home for imaginary friends thing.
Yeah, I'm okay. I apologize in advance for the length.
Oh, Z's over here. Oh, no,
Yeah.
go to take Z's seat.
TDLR. What does TDLR mean?
Too long, didn't read.
There you go.
So basically it means
Too long,
someone
too long
basically
to
looked
read
at the title of the article and went, fuck this, and didn't read it.
Oh yeah, it is. Oh, holy.
It's an asshole thing to do.
That's a yeah. It's a really long
Most people do it to my posts.
Oh, okay, hold on. This happened shortly after college. My mom is a retired disabled woman who now owns her house on a quiet residential cul-de-sac. She has lived there longer than anyone else. Her neighborhood has a designated parking space at the end of the cul-de-sac with all the addresses of each house painted in the parking space. My mom didn't get out much, so I used her designated parking space. At the time, we lived in the same city, and I visited her weekly to bring groceries, fix broken things, cook for her, etc. My mom parked her car in the backyard of her house since she went out so little. My mom kept busy by gardening or baking / buying cookies for the children on the street.
That's heartwarming.
The mom's neighbor, Ivy, never parked well. When I see her stop by, her car is always parked so close to my car that I had to park on the curb. That's not very fun.
That's terrible. Especially with my car. I'd put him out on a curb.
Okay, hold on. I wouldn't have cared about Ivy's piss poor parking, but for 2 days. One, he had 4 or 5 kids and had parties almost every weekend, leaving trash in mom's yard. 2, I loved my car, a 2016 metallic ice blue Dodge Challenger Hellcat. The first car I had ever purchased brand new. I washed the car once a week, detailed the interior, and had rules against eating, drinking, or even leaving trash in my car. It was my pride and joy.
Yeah, you don't want to see my car then.
Mom had called the police throughout Ivy's residence because of the parties. Ivy's guests would fill out the parking cul-de-sac with their cars, obstructing traffic and getting into loud, drunk fights at and after midnight. I often found empty beer bottles, empty condom wrappers.
Wait, is this in his car or
in the yard?
Oh.
What?
Empty condom wrappers, cigarette butts, and empty crack baggies on the fence between the properties. Mostly on Ivy's side of the fence. This is all important information, so remember that.
Please consider the following.
Please consider the following. Hit or miss? I guess I gotta consider the following.
I guess they never consider the following.
Anyway, one Saturday, while having dinner with my mom, I heard a large crash and my car alarm go off. I ran outside to see.
Oh, she parked into him, didn't she?
Back out of our parking space and speed down the street. Ivy's Accord had a dent on the front bumper to the door and the headlight had popped out. I approached my Challenger with trepidation and screamed in anguish at what I saw. My car, my beautiful 3-week-old car, with less than 500 miles on it, had a dent stretching from the passenger door to the front bumper in the right front wheel was tilted at 30 degrees. I was livid in anguish. I called the police. I filed an online claim with my insurance. I ran to tow truck to take my damaged car to the dealership. The total cost of repairs came out to $3,400.
Wait, what? He had to pay for damages to his car?
I think, well, insurance might have covered.
Oh, insurance covered. Okay, I was worried that.
Well, I don't. Oh no, he said. Oh no, the estimated cost of repairs came out to $3,400.
Jesus, man.
The total cost of repairs was eventually $6,500.
What?
I'll say this: bumpers on a car are a serious cost. Can confirm that. That's at least $2,000 right there. I'll tell you that much.
I had a low insurance deductible of $100, but my car was parked and Ivy owed for the damages. For 2 weeks, I knocked on Ivy's door and waited for her to come home. She stopped driving her damaged Accord, either rented or borrowed a Ford Fusion. When she was home, she didn't answer the door. When she wasn't, she stayed away from my rental car, a Dodge Charger. She stayed away until my rental car, a Dodge Charger, left my own parking space. I left a note on Ivy's door telling her to call me. I wanted to harassing calls from a restricted phone number or people blaring air horns at me when I answered. Now, here comes revenge. After 2 weeks of the incident, Ivy's children came to Mom's house for some cookies. I noticed 2 of them still had bruises in their arm. If Ivy hadn't hit my car, I still would have done what I did, but maybe not as underhandedly. I had my mom take pictures with and of the children, but I waited until the next party to strike. Ivy had a party that night or the night after. Mom called me to let me know that he installed an app onto my phone that gave me a fake phone number. I called 911 and reported the party. There's a loud party at 107 Mountain Drive, and I'm worried because there's children around and there are drunk adults. Please hurry. Mom called to let me know the police had arrived. I drove to her house, stopped by the grocery store first.
The plates for the rental car? Or?
No, it's a. I don't. Okay, let me read that. Ivy had a party that night or the night after.
Nope.
Okay.
Mom called me to let me know.
He does know. He does.
I installed an app onto my phone that gave me a fake phone number. I called 911 and reported the party. There is a loud party at 1007 Mountain Drive, and I'm worried because there are children around all of these drunk adults. Please hurry. Okay. Mom called to let me know that the police had arrived. I drove to her house, stopping by the grocery store first, so that I was apparent to the reason. I saw Ivy and her boyfriend Bane.
Bane?
What?
Bane.
So before he put on the mask, he was at a party.
And this is why he started crime net. And was already sitting in the back of a squad car. From a news broadcast that night, I found that Bane had warrants out for his arrest. Initially, the charges were disorderly conduct and disturbing the peace. However, Mom turned over the photos of the children, anonymously mailing them through the post office with Ivy's address and the name as the return address. Less than a week later, Ivy and Bane were charged with child abuse charges.
For what?
Bane was charged with more severe charges than for abusing Ivy's daughter. Either way, the child ended up in foster care, and Ivy and Bane ended up in prison.
Wow.
Ooh.
He said, and then the TDLR. My car was hit by such a foul which, being a pro, I played a snake. Her children had bruises. She had no excuses. My plan went well. No hit. Oh my god, she rhymed. Okay, what's next? Common me fears. And then take away my brother's best. Take my brother's best. Okay, here we go. Let's see what the TEL is.
Oh, good job.
Oh my god, there's so much stuff.
Wait, what are you saying? No.
I'm just looking at your live stream. The beefer train wasn't heading to receive.
Yeah, he's in the wrong.
There is not enough trains.
Oh, so that manifest never made it into. Oh no, do you see where the manifest wound up?
Oh god. Oh no.
You got someone lined him for track 11.
I know I didn't do that. It was lined in the original position when I left.
Wait, where? Oh, wait. No, that wasn't supposed to. That wasn't supposed to do that. Okay.
Don't worry, I still have a reefer train to fix. And I broke a coupler moving.
I told you to take me off your chain emails. World creep.
Look outside. Guys, you go tell me what he's doing.
I don't see anything.
Matthew's on the transition sleeper superliner outside riding.
Oh, he's on the
Yeah,
running
just
board.
Yeah, just get back in the
Hello.
I'm coming back in a second. Just make sure he doesn't take my seat.
I don't
I'm
even
trying to
plan.
fix Amtrak. I mean, same thing, Southern Pacific.
It's BSF, you idiot.
It has an SP leader.
But CN.
Well, it's Canadian. Yeah, it's Canadian Pacific right now. National.
Canadian Pacific National Southern. Yes.
National Pacific.
There we go. That's better. Let's see.
And the next Amtrak is coming out. We've successfully gotten all the Amtraks through that we had leave earlier today.
Talk to some. Oh, here we go. Test cheaters. Let's see. Years ago, in my high school AP economics class, I was assigned to sit in the corner of the room where I
Let me know when you guys hit West Danby, because I want to be in the cab for that meet, but I also want to fix this reefer train.
We're almost there now.
Yeah, we're almost there now.
Oh.
That one guy's already in Danby.
Tell me when you hit the signals, because I'm about 10 seconds away from getting this train fixed.
We're about half a mile away.
Okay, I'll make it.
The Z train's gonna pass that second block of signals now.
No problem. No, no, okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see, here we go.
Alright, this is the perfect time. Go, go, go.
Yeah, I see it. I'm getting in the car, hold on.
Hello.
I
Everyone's
see
here
it.
now. Hey, yo. Whew.
Filming it.
There's a Matthew here.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Years ago, in my high school AP economics class, I was assigned to sit in the corner of the room, where I was flanked by a handful of very popular, very lazy kids.
Oh
After
no.
each exam, my teacher would announce, much to my chagrin, my high score in the class. After a very particularly challenging exam, where I only scored a 93, the teacher announced that the guy to my right, let's call him Matt, also scored a 93. My friend behind him, 90. And the friend beside him, 90. Needless to say, I facilitated my between self-doubt and suspicion for a few days before I finally congratulated one of the 90ers on their score. With an impish grin, he admitted that his friend Matt had been cheating off me for months and thanked me for helping so many people do so well in the class. The petty revenge gears started turning in my head for what seems.
Drag Texas in, he said server mute him, but he wants to come in and hear the stories.
But I replied, no problem. I'm more than glad to help. At the next exam, I put my paper in very clear view of that. But he had been told that I was now willing to help him and his friends. I circled all the wrong answers, leaving a special mark for the correct ones. Just before time was up, I quickly changed my answers back when nobody was looking, presented my test, and smugly walked back to my seat. What I didn't know at the time was that the cheating conspiracy just didn't involve around the kid sitting next to me, but that my answers were written down and forwarded to the next 4 periods, all of which took identical tests. 1 week later, a record of 22 people failed the exam. Matt empathetically remarked, "Oh man, T-gay sub to PewDiePie did." Oh, I'm guessing that's the person's name.
Wait, what?
I guess it's the person's Reddit name.
Oh.
You failed too. I flipped over over my sheet 100%. No one ever cheated in that class again. Renate Western 9283 is corrupt.
What?
9280.
I don't see that.
Remember, this is on the hosting.
Oh.
I don't even see it.
Ninety-two 63?
I said 9283. Probably one of those trains that got.
Look on your AI menu on the host.
Wait, yeah, this is
No, get back here.
92.
I'm in control of 9634.
There we go.
What was it?
Well, no. Hold on.
It would be in the AI menu.
Oh, yes.
I'm fixing. I know I'm kind of breaking the immersion right now, but I'm refixing the other train that should have been fixed.
There we go. Now we're never watching.
Indeed.
All right, the LACXB 6-26. I'm just lining him through Yermo.
The other map is
Yeah.
I just don't want him getting stuck in traffic, so I want him just safe. Keep going. Where are we now?
I just finished that one. I'm starting another one. The school's been
We're
finished.
having another
The
meet.
worst-
Shit.
The worst teacher. In my old school, there was a substitute teacher. Nobody
You're
liked,
training now.
and I mean nobody.
Yeah, right now, he's literally right here.
She was the kind of teacher who would give out creative punishment. Though she doesn't.
Oh, that's 9683. But keep going.
Let me explain. Her class started with her stepping into the room and distributing a worksheet, and then she would ask us to do the worksheet but interrupt us with a story. What happened to be about her poor stomach cancer? Pay attention, this will be important soon. When we tried to do our worksheets, she would dish out ridiculous punishments for not listening to her. Insane, right? But in the class, we would end up with nothing finished and an angry teacher that we did not do any of our worksheets that the poor substitute teacher did.
Keep going.
Like I said. After my first terrible class with her, where several people had been punished.
Oh, train can bar. Or no, it's not can bar. That's
Another
that
camera.
is Chilak.
Like Shulak, okay.
Alright, Jonah, did you notice who's at the bar area?
Yeah, Texas.
No.
Oh.
Z's asking you to move the server host over to us.
What?
Yeah, he was looking. Yeah. Oh God, just him staring.
Oh dear. Oh no, we're doing this again.
What was the DPU on that last train?
I think it was some kind of SP40.
It was, let me see. It was
No!
Western Pacific Jeep and BNSF H3. Wait, that's two.
We have another meet coming up in another control point, by the way. We're gonna thanks Noah for the 15 billion trains.
We're gonna get a bunch more soon.
Well, he just spawned another one, KCK Lack.
Well, did you? I said I lowered the minimum and maximum number of trains.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so that way we have plenty of trains to run into.
8197's due into the yard, and I got the bear
Okay,
table after them. Keep going, keep going.
There we go. After my first server class with her, where several students had been punished for whispering, standing outside the class.
Whispering?
Whispering. Okay. Someone had been punished for sneezing without covering his mouth, standing at the toilet entrance, and several who evidently had past interactions with her were also subject to the same treatment. She had moved their tables to the back of the class. I complained about the teacher to everyone else in my school bus. To my surprise, lots of them had also had classes with her. They all of them hated her. But one of the seniors knew was the cherry on the cake. Apparently, he had actually met the teacher's son. The son was perfectly
Oh, this
fine.
doesn't sound good.
Uh-oh.
The son was perfectly fine. He had already recovered from cancer. Everything the teacher had ever told us about her son was a lie. About how he still suffered from the affiliation, we lost all sympathy for her. That was it. We slowly, methodically waited for the end of the year and getting as many people into our plan as possible. In the end, it seemed like half the school had rallied behind our secret movement. We sent out emails to everyone we know. All the emails were identical. So it might have been a great shock to the office staff when they received over 100 identical complaint letters that one teacher on the last day of school, each with a different name signed on it. Although it was mentioned that discipline briefing, nobody was punished, and we never saw that teacher again, and that was the school's revenge.
Wow. There's no sleepers, so.
Okay, here we go.
We haven't your falling asleep animation hasn't happened yet, so it's not realistic. Immersion destroyed. Thanks, Noah. You just killed the whole thing for me forever.
Oof.
Do you mind? Like, trying to tell stories here. I don't want a creepy old man standing right behind me.
Well, you have the 1,000-yard stairman with the concrete hat behind us, so I don't think you're one to talk. He's not guarding the wall from anything.
Well, he's clean up the train.
Can we move the server down by me? Sure.
Oh,
Oh, wait, shit. I missed the power on this one.
I saw SD45s.
45s? You guys did not see this one coming at all. It just kind of snuck up on you.
Apparently, this person posted this in the wrong thread. Okay, first off, sorry spelling errors. I'm on mobile. Second of all, I live in Florida. This is important. Third of all, I'm 14. And this is my first post.
Uh-oh.
Good, welcome to the internet.
So my aunt came down from up north to see me and my single mother. She brings her 12-year-old brat, who expects me to wait on him, and as I arrive, I already hear EB saying,
It was a H2, 45, 45, and another H2.
Insert my name,
Or
gives
H3.
me one of his video games. I normally wouldn't have a problem with this, but I'm a huge gamer and I'm very protective of them. Anyway, EP and EB walk in, and before I can even get a hello to EB sprints to my room and immediately starts going through all my games. Now,
Who's EB exactly? I didn't hear this in the context.
What?
Who's EB again?
Entitled brat.
Okay.
So apparently this is an entitled parent and girl.
Oh yeah, EB. So, I'm sorry. I was thinking it was like EB, like that was the name, like EBI or something. I was like, what?
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead.
No, I suffer from depression and very severe anxiety. So I immediately figure out like, hey, no, get out of my room now. So EB leaves and tells his mom. EP, entitled parent, shows up at my door before I can even say what do you want. She screams at me about how I beat up her kid and that I'm gonna have the cops called on me. This is where the dog comes in. I have a little 40-pound Australian cattle dog puppy. She's very protective and also cute, and too cute to be taken seriously. So EP is screaming at me. My dog comes and sits in front of me and growls. and this is what sets off EP on a typical EP dog rant, saying, oh my effing god, get your dog, she's gonna eat me. Me in my mind, oh my god, why do I exist? The following conversation goes like this. Me. She doesn't mean it, she's just being very protective. And what are you talking about? I beat up your brat. My child has bruises all over him, and he has a bloody nose. My mom. WTF? What are you talking about? EB is fine. I'm calling the police. The police then arrive and ask what's going on. And the following conversation ensued. The dog bit my child, and the boy beat him up. I want that dog put down, and the boy too. I think he has babies.
Put the
police-
what?
What?
She's advocating for murder.
Yeah.
By the way, your son might have rabies. Allow me to just pull out this rocket launcher from my trunk.
The policeman dude guy.
What?
They have the same descriptive as me.
Policeman dude guy.
I just love that. Is the policeman dude guy.
I hope dude guy is
Can
his
we
last.
see the child? Of course. EB is fine. So police dude man guy asked what happened. To which my mother told police dude man guy.
Let me do first name last.
Okay.
There you go.
To which my mother told them, police dude man guy believed us and asked if we would like him and
Passing a
the
town.
other police
There's another train coming.
police
Yeah.
dude man guys to escort her off the property. To me, which the mother said yes. We have not heard from we have not seen EP since or heard from her. I would add a picture of my puppers, but I'm too early into Reddit to do that. Thank you for anybody who bothers to read this. I guess the living in Florida thing was important. Unless you realize that the Floridians, the Floridian, and I'm not
Floridian.
crazy, and that it's the person from the north who is. Dun dun dun.
Daniel. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, here he is. CSX Ace, yes, okay.
No, it was Rio Grande, Run 8 Western, and an HLCX.
Yep. Okay, let's see.
Strange leasers. Strange trains tonight.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Weird.
A lot more than usual. It's almost like precision rail.
No, this isn't precision mail. What are you talking about?
It's almost like the dispatcher got bored or something.
I want to see. I want to find news stories.
Oh, there goes the seat. It was on the back. I missed it. Can you take a picture of the next one? Sure. I have it on film. I have it on 38mm tape reels.
I just found the weirdest story.
We have a
really
Fairways. That whole time we went by a small town, a truck stop actually. What was the power? CSX Ace, 40 Rio Grande tunnel motor, Run 8 Western, and an HLCX.
Okay, so here we go. Here's a funny one.
Oh, DPU.
It's a very short one. The title is "One Time Someone Punched Me."
I used to be a train engineer.
They are now in a wheelchair. I like Hawaii.
What? It's like my ADD when I go to tell a story. I used to be a train engineer. Someone punched me. I was on an airplane once. Trucks are weird.
No. Like this. One time someone punched me. We were in an airplane. They ended up in a wheelchair. I like Cheez-Its. best Reddit story ever. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Teacher wrecks high school cheater. This is a short one, so. Let's see. I couldn't tell if this was petty or pro revenge. Anyway, here's my story. My 6th grade teacher, who was talking about the big test in our state, said that if you were caught cheating, you would fail the test, which was a big deal.
Well, yeah, that's how it is with anything.
One kid asked if we had to tell if someone was cheating. She responded with yes. She told us about how she was in the last year of high school and someone taking the test to become a science professor saw a kid looking over her shoulder and copying her answers. So she erased them and heard from behind erasing. She knew he was cheating, but instead of telling the professor, she changed all her answers to the incorrect ones and waited for everyone to leave. Asked the professor if she could retake the test about the cheater. She became the speaker of the graduation, and the cheater was forced to retake the year. Huh. Interesting story.
Yeah, good story. That was entertaining. We have a really long ways before we get to another train because they're all climbing the grade. They don't serve alcoholic drink. What? But this is Amtrak. They have wine.
Do they? I thought it was like grape juice.
No, there was light alcohol when I was in the last Northeast Regional.
No, look what I said.
Oh, great. Oh yeah, all that budget went to them, retiring their equipment.
Now all they have is just warm water from the toilet.
That's provided the toilet heater's working. I thought we had one on the menu.
Let's see if I can find something on Facebook to talk about. Find a random news thing.
Well, has Noah heard the Untitled Parents Trains one?
No. Let me see if I can find it.
It's in the Discord. Let me type in Reddit.
Or well, I can see if I can look it up on. Yeah.
Hold on, I have it.
Yeah, you do it.
I believe this is it. Let me just take a quick look at it.
Hey, we're not far away.
Yep, here we go. Well, of course we're not far away. We're in the middle of fucking hell.
No, I'm saying like we're not far away from the next train.
He's climbing. There you go. I love that the car is muffled. Like, we really can't hear constant bullshit.
Yeah.
There's so much traffic behind us.
Indeed.
Bear table, I'm going to tie down for the night because it has to go to San Bernardino tomorrow.
What?
The bear table we let out of Pisgah
Mm-hmm.
is going to inspection because he's been sitting there for way too long. Who knows what kind of shit's been sitting in that siding for like half a year.
It's not a great idea, but do you wanna try tomorrow doing this from like LA to?
Yeah.
No, I can't because tomorrow I gotta go sleep really early to get up at 9 and get up at 7 a.m. so I can go to my trolley museum internship on Thursday. And I gotta do homework tomorrow. So Friday night, sure, in the middle of the night.
Well, sure, Friday would work.
I mean, or Thursday night when I get home. Thursday would work.
Let's do the we should do the A line Thursday.
We still have 2 blocks before we hit a train. We're clear of Goffs now.
Okay, here we go. I found. Open this on the Reddit app. It's
Well,
another
yeah,
Reddit
because I
app now.
posted in the Discord.
Well, no, I'm opening up. I opened up the link, but I'm opening up.
Matthew, you
the
want
link.
to
Here
sit?
you go.
You want to
How
sit
about some
down?
construction fails?
Okay, here we go. Let me be
You want to sit down, Matthew? We've got another seat. It's across from Noah. I mean, unless you're still serving.
He's still stuck. Well, look,
Okay.
Why? Why? Why is that thing so steep?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let me preface this by first saying, this happened a very long time ago. And while I could come to a reasonable approximation of the dialogue that found by this, I won't bother. I don't recall everything that was said. Just some of the circumstance. Okay, first off, I'm a model railroader.
I think we're all
Specifically, I
set for
model
now,
a no
Matt.
gauge. For reference, that means the average size of a locomotive is about 3 to 4 inches tall and up to an inch tall, depending on the type that is. One summer, I was taking part in a model railroad fair at a local mall, where I was displaying some of my models. Note that I'm from the U.S. Being that I'm from the U.S., the fact that I modeled the British Isles, GWR, for you Brit readers, meant that my models by display really stood out. Now, there's always kids at these types of shows. I had taken to put a plexiglass slide around my layout to prevent children from reaching in and touching things, damaging various parts of the railroad structure. Various parts, the structure or models that went along with the railroad. While I was watching one locomotive I had received leading the staging area, it was a small 3-track system that let me funnel trains in and out of the layout and get them as needed. I remembered one lady making comments about the cute little trains and getting that train running at a nice slow pace. I approached her and smiled and asked her if I had any questions. The lady never missed a beat, pointing at the locomotive I had just started, and told me that her son likes trains, and that I could sell her one for him. Now, truth is, be known, that it is a pretty uncommon thing to happen. People, usually other modelers, may ask if I have some units up for sale. Sometimes they are, but typically not. I explained to her that locomotive wasn't for sale, and even if it was, she wouldn't have liked the price anyway, noting that the engine that she was pointing out cost me close to $1,000. The lady was having none of it. She offered me $10 for it, but since it's obviously a toy,
$10.
I went to the back to get the next train set up on the staging track, waiting for one to return. As I do this, I hear an odd sound. As I look just in time to see a lady picking up
2,
what?
1, and hello. Keep going.
What?
I was picking photos of the train. Let's see. Okay. As I do this, I hear an odd sound. Look up, just in time to see a lady picking up the locomotive off the tracks and moving it to hand it to her child. I called out to her to stop. This may have been a mistake. She probably dropped it on the ground. The engine, though somewhat robust and heavy, was made rather soft brass. When it hit the ground, there was a sickening crunch. I knew that sound that the engine was done for, broken beyond repair. The lady looked down at it, shrugged, and kicked it back under the table before starting to walk off. Thankfully, security caught up with her and detained her, while police were called. All the while she kept saying, "It's just a toy. Men don't need to play with toys," while ignoring the fact that she is surrounded by dozens of train layouts with just as many grown men showing off their work.
And also the fact that all of a certain train simulator for the past 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I digress. Continue.
The police arrested her on destruction of private property charges, as well as the mall itself banning her from ever setting foot on the property again. Later, with her information on hand from the police report, I filed a case against her for the replacement of the locomotive. You won't believe it, but she had the gall to try to convince the judge that it's just a toy, and the receipts I had purchased of the locomotive weren't real, saying that she had seen the exact same locomotive at Walmart herself. Well, the case ended up in my favor, with her having to pay me replacement costs as well as some punitive damage. The judge ended the case with the simple warning that just because you want something doesn't simply give you the right to simply take it. From the criminal side of things, I think the lady ended up with 40 or so hours of commuter service and a substantial fine as well. Here's hoping she learned her lesson. Hey.
Yay.
You guys know the hand throw to North American outside Boron?
Yeah.
It's wide open.
Jonah, I had it set up that way.
Okay. Can I let it go now?
Well, Jonah, I had it set up that way so that way well, yeah, let him go, but I had it set up because all the eastbound traffic or westbound traffic that we had go by, it's weird had so much of it. I was just gonna have it go into that thing at Boron and just have it delete it.
Okay, well I have this one set up tied out at Hinckley, so.
Yeah, alright.
Can I let the hand throw open?
Yeah, let it go. Let it go.
Okay.
Whatever.
So I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll see you guys
Because
later.
we're almost to the needle, so we'll keep going. Z, let me just see if he gets alerted.
Here, I have an idea. I have an idea.
We have 3 more trains to do. Night Noah, thanks for joining us.
I'm gonna tie us down. I'm gonna tie this train down in the yard.
What? And we'll go to Seligman next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either that, or we'll respawn it in on a different route. And go
Yeah, just have it tied down in the yard. It'll be on the track that Goliath is normally at.
Yeah. And then we can either continue this one or go down to the A.
Yeah, because I can have Goliath come in behind this. Because Goliath returns to.
We should do that. We should do this story again. We should do this on the A line. Just ride the Silver Meteor.
The Silver Meteor, the auto train.
I'm gonna take the auto train. Do it like this, but do like the full length route from.
Yeah, good idea.
From like Orlando to.
Alright, 9052. Is he up and moving, and is he relinquished property? What was his tag? Varbar. So he has to go into the siding anyways. There's no room for him. We're about to enter another block with another train, aren't we? No, we're still block out. I have to go fix 8787. I screwed him up really quick. So, see if you can find another story real quick. We still got another 20 minutes before we enter the yard.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. What should I look under today?
Good question.
What should we? Let's go see if I can find a story, but not a story of choosing beggars.
Okay.
But
8787 we definitely need to keep on a train because it's a cool double unit to have. We're about to enter another block and I gotta be real careful with this train.
There's the one with the tornado Pepsi.
Well, we knew about that one, but
Great opportunity, Squire for a fitness pro. Briefly speaking, I am 175 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal, with an 8-pack, rock hard glutes, and stellar physical and intellectual features. if you make the final interview round, I will provide you with my weightlifting stats. As squires, your responsibility will include, and not limited to, filming and photographing me before, during, and immediately after workout. Film school background is a plus, preferably from a top 20 film school. Spotting me during workouts, while lifting experience required. Defending my workspace. Scouting out new talent, you know what I mean. Responding to boy, squire, or any name I see fit. Pay. Your pay will not be monetary. What you gain from this position is more valuable for money. You'll be entitled to use these workouts you see me perform and ask me for advice once a week. Other benefits include the ability to have seen and where you see the other train.
The cool part is we get to see him farther out because we're coming into the curve.
Yeah.
Keep
Is
going.
he okay? The ability to be seen with a local fitness legend, girls I'm not interested in, and other valuable things money cannot buy. Next steps. I'll be reviewing resumes until
Resumes.
Resumes. Why do you need resume?
It's a job application.
This guy just seems like a total.
Fucking tool.
Yeah.
The weightlifting psycho.
Let's see.
Yeah. What was this subreddit from?
This is from r/choosing beggars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I jumped to this one so I can find some short ones.
It's fine.
This is a story. Oh, here we go. This is a story about my very first job as a waiter. Like in high school, on my first day, I was warned about a customer that he likes to complain a lot and can be very annoying to employees. So I was aware of it. Weeks went by with no major issues, and he started to ask me questions. One day after being served, why is my bill expensive today? Because it's Saturday, and Saturday's buffet is a little more expensive. And why is that? I don't know. I just charge what I was told to. You should have told me before I ate. You're here 3 times a week. I thought you would know. It's illegal to charge different prices at buffets, right? No, I don't think it is. Yes, it is illegal. So you need to charge me. You need to charge me a cheaper price, or I will sue you, and you'll have to give me lots of money. Well, I'm not responsible for deciding the prices here, and I don't think I'll have to pay you. But if you want to sue the owner, I can give you his name. No, you'll have to pay, not the owner.
Can't.
Okay, I'm just an employee, and I'm doing what the owner tells me to charge. Also, while you're at it suing the owner, you might want to sue every buffet in the city because they all charge a different price on the weekend. I will complain to the owner and make sure and make him fire you for charging me too much. At this point, I was already done with him. I just left him talking to the wall. The owner later asked what happened. I told him that he agreed to be in the situation. There were no lawsuits. Yeah. Something about promotion. Promoted. Oh, here's the trade.
Who's the lead unit?
KCS.
Oh, okay. That's right. And we have another one right behind him. I think.
Yeah, we have BNSF.
I like how we're watching the train and your guy just looked at his watch. Like, is this gonna take any long?
Yep.
Union Pacific. I love the fading headlights thing when we go by.
Yeah.
Like, it's all dark and then you see that faint glow. And let me look farther down the hill. Is that the track down there? No. That's just the desert.
Let's see. Here we go. The title is Dude Doesn't Understand Skilled Labor.
Mm.
I want to paint I want a painting of me, but for free, so I don't have to pay anything. But I want it to be nice. Fam, I ain't doing 4 to 6 hours of meticulous work for free.
It's
But
like I want
please?
Los Angeles, but I want it to not pay the $50.
No, not unless you pay me. Or I could pay you in hugs.
What?
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 What? That doesn't work. Hugs is not a currency here. Alternate forms of currency include food, like $40 to $60 worth. How about my love for people and you?
No.
That's worth the world. It's sweet, but that doesn't pay for gas or paint. But Peggy Bank? What? But Peggy Bank, be nice. I'm a senior. Blank, that doesn't... Blank, I don't work for free. I did that the first few paintings to build a portfolio, but now I want payment for any services I render to other people. This is a skill I've developed over the years of practice, and I valued my time and materials. Huh.
6,
Oh, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and here we go. Keep going. I'm just looking at the train.
See, here you go. This is something for free. Let's see. I provide free tutoring to students in my program with disabilities. This parent made me want to quit. Hi, is this the free tutoring service? Hello, please respond. Hello, yes, my name is Blank, and yes, I do provide.
Oh no, I think I
2
know
hours
this one.
per
I think I've
week.
heard this before, but keep going.
2 hours per week to students in the blank if they have a learning disability. 2 hours is not enough. You should be ashamed for not helping out those with serious need. Unfortunately, between my job, school, and internship, it's all the time I have available. I take on 4 students, and I'm already tutoring 3. I cannot devote more than 8 hours per week. I just don't have the time. If your child has a qualifying disability, you can hire a tutor up to $20 an hour, and the government will reimburse the cost. Would you like more information? No, I do not want more information. I want you to devote more than 2 measly hours so my daughter can actually graduate. I'm sorry, this service doesn't meet your requirements, but it's something that I do on a volunteer basis with my free time. I've had enough of your lie. There we go. What the heck? So confusing. I've had enough of your lies, and I'll be reporting you to the dean. Good luck saying goodbye to your precious job and career. All the success in the world will not make you a better person or help you with yourself if you can't give the time to those in need. Huh.
But
Let's see. 500 reward looking for.
we have one more meet. It's the final meet of the night. Do you know how fast we've been going, Z?
How fast?
You know how long the stream's been so far?
How long?
Only 2.5 hours.
Really?
That's how fast we've been going.
There's a photo of I found a photo of it's a thing of like someone like pressing both the Pepsi and Coke, like, you know those
Oh,
soda
it's that
machines?
meme, yeah.
Just Pepsi is r/entitled parents, Coke is r/choosing beggars, and then the cups just r/that happened. I'm in need of an artist to take pictures of certain events, characters, and other things like that. Another thing to consider, I will be putting your skills to work, and you'll have lots of practice. I'm also looking for people to help me write this and give ideas, as I've got most of the book draft. I just need help putting it together. Oh hey, Red Needles. Is it okay if we send you a commission portfolio? What is that? Where artists put examples of their work and how much they charge. I don't pay for art whatsoever. I don't trust people with my money. If I knew the people, I wouldn't have a problem. But since I know nobody here, so I'm asking them as a fan to help me out. Of course I have bills to pay and I can't afford to buy other people's art. And I can't draw at all. I really have to rely on other people from the kindness of their heart. Just wanted to let you know, artists have bills to pay as well. Hope you understand, art costs time, effort, and materials. Same as written, except it's been around much longer. Since Mesopotamia, I do believe.
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia. Let's see,
Our
let's
last
see.
grain train's a block away.
Let's see,
What's going on?
I'm trying to figure out the story. Here we go. Last year, I worked as a leading supervisor at a massive new arcade in Australia. Ooh, I wonder if it's Randy. Morgan! Morgan!
I'm holding the full weight of a bookshelf.
Bookshelf.
Alright, continue. So this is an arcade in Australia?
Yeah, that's right. I'd
Okay.
also like to state that our manager could not handle stress, that the smallest thing could cause her to snap, scream at everyone, and leave for the day, stating, I just cannot deal with this today. So myself and the other supervisors pretty much ran the store. There's pretty much a little backstory. There's yada 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 stuff about backstory. Let's see. I did not get to sleep the night before, so I was awake for about 32. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like most arcades I know, you can earn points by spending in our store, where we sell stuff from lollipops to pop vinyls to gaming systems. You name it, it all differs from $150 giant plush teddy bear we sell for about 10,000 points. Give or take a few hundred. How big is that teddy bear?
The
That's what I wanna
last
know.
unit is around this window.
Yep.
And there we go.
Okay. Let's see. Give it a. I noticed a mother that I would say is the Australian term bogan. I don't know what that means. And her daughter, around 68 years old, holding up the line at the store. The daughter was crying, holding the big plush. The woman was red in the face, and my other supervisor looked shocked / annoyed. Me, CB, choosing mother, using bigger. Other supervisor, OS, daughter, D. Me. Hello, is there a problem? Yes, this place is a joke. I just wanted to spend my points to buy my daughter this teddy bear, but we don't have enough apparently. Yeah, that's about 10,000 points. What seems to be the problem? They only have 100-ish. I'm trying to hold in my laughter. How could possibly the CB cut off my supervisor friend. Yes, yes. But this was sitting in the area and had a 100-point tag on it, so it has to be 100 points. Yeah, we get a lot of kids that like to move our stuff around because people don't put it back properly. I would assume that some kid just put it back there in the wrong area. It's 10,000 points. Sorry about the confusion. Well, it's not my problem. This said 100, so we won it for 100. I'm sorry, that's not really how it works. What? And you can tell. It was all in caps, I just had to. Well, then you can tell my daughter that. She points at her daughter, who is red in the face, crying, clinging to the bear, like her life depends on it. Then I walk away, to get an energy drink, and I'm really freaking tired at this point. I come back 5 minutes later, and the woman's still there. And daughter's still crying her eyes out, clinging to the teddy bear, refusing to put it back. I go to the office, but the other supervisors. Me. What's going on? Why is she still there? OS, we're trying to figure out what we can do for her. At this point, my patience is gone. Aside from being overtired, I get pretty fed up with this entitled CB parent. Me. What we can do for her? Tell her to F off. We're not giving her the goddamn Ted Bear for 100 points. I shrug my shoulders, decide I'm done, and let the other supervisor deal with it. To my knowledge, she sent a complaint to the manager, and she didn't get the bear.
Oh boy.
So, yeah. Wait, where is this? No, wait. Let's park this here, Jonah.
Wait.
Park the Amtrak here. I mean...
Okay, and then have Goliath cut in front.
Yeah, have it go in front. We'll just park this here, because it's empty. Just an empty train with a bunch of random coaches and stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, can you send
So,
me
and
the-
then what we'll do is when we go to do our next trip to Seligman, we'll back it out and stop it at the platform and pick up from
Yeah,
there.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do. I guess. Yeah, we'll do
Well,
A line next. We'll do A line next, and then when OVS is up, we'll do the LSL.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll do this train, then we'll do the Silver Meteor, and then we'll do
Lakeshore Limited, I guess.
Lakeshore Limited, and then we'll come back on the
We'll come back on like
Southwest
Amtrak 3 or something.
Yeah, we'll come back on 3. Then we'll
From like
take one.
Barstow to LA.
Yeah, west of LA, and then we'll go to So then we'll go. I don't know what we'll do. We'll go. Then we'll go.
Did you jump
Take
off
this up
already
to-
while we were moving?
I was double checking to make sure everything was running smoothly.
Okay.
Me.
I see the red signal up ahead. We're less than a mile out from stopping.
Yeah.
You'll get it. There you go.
There you go.
Did you set us to
Yeah,
auto
okay.
tie down?
Oh no, I just have. Let me do that real quick.
Okay. Goliath, I'll set to auto tie down once we get off. Because he's due in like 30 minutes. I sort of feel sad that my staff train has been upstaged by a fucking... Like, oh, it was one of the fastest trains in the West. Nope.
Nope, not anymore.
I mean, to be fair, it's only fast going one way, because with the Gevos, it won't go above 75. Because the SD40s.
He's already. There we go, Johnny. He's set to relinquishment. Stop.
Alright, awesome. Is Matthew still in Discord with us? Yes.
Hey.
Matthew's avatar almost just fell asleep while we were stopping.
And then we shall do this. Come on.
I'm walking to the end of the car. Let me open the door. Alright, I'm getting off. Well, not off the server, but I just hopped off.
Yeah.
Did we shut down HEP?
Oh no, we'll do that. Is it sad that we had two things of HEP going on, and yet we didn't have any lights in the car?
It is.
Do you know what we need to do? You know what we need to do when we do the silver meteor?
What?
We need to follow to the actual sketch. Actually, no, that'd be impossible.
Especially with the real times that I'm available.
Actually, no. If we were to do Thursday night, we could probably do the silver star.
Depends on what time I get home and when I get out of dinner. Because by dinner, I'll probably be available by 8.
By 8?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me look something up. Let me look up.
I'm just getting some photos of our train because I want to keep it tied down here. Just tag it as like do not delete or something.
Well, I'm gonna shut down the server tomorrow and I'm gonna bring up the.
I think we still have an HEP running because there's still yellow lights on the superliners.
Let me look. Nope. Oh yeah.
There we go. That was fun. Do you know what the total trip time was?
What?
About 2 hours 2 hours and 39 minutes, basically. 2 hours 38 minutes. That's not bad.
Nice. Yeah, not bad at all.
Without any real delays. Now let me fly up the mountain. Where the hell's Goliath? Where is he? Well, there's the stack train. Has he met with it yet? Where's Goliath? Oh my god, Goliath is still up there, man. He's still like a block away from that last stack train. In full dynamics.
That could work, Jonah. We could be like an hour late.
Yeah, I'm running an hour late. It's Florida.
Yeah.
So, what we need to make sure is, let me make sure Goliath is set to shut down once he gets it. Yeah, he is. And there's so much frickin' traffic.
There's something I don't get.
What?
Apparently, the Carolinian 79.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so apparently the weekend trains leave at 7:17 in the morning out of New York, but at least like at 7:25 on Monday through Friday. Let's see, Philadelphia. Literally the only times it's different is between New York and Philadelphia. Cause legit, they still arrive in Charlotte at 8:42 p.m.
The hell?
Like, there's not much of a difference. And you got the Piedmonts.
Oh, 9052 is still a little ways out.
Mm-hmm.
He's still a couple miles out from hitting Hinckley. And then let me take a look at 5108. Because I'm trying to get everything tied down, so we have to deal with shit except for the mainline traffic.
Let me shut down the AI.
But take the toggle switches off.
Well, no, because I turn it on the host computer.
Oh.
Yeah, so wait, how many chances?
5108 is almost in.
Oh, dear Jesus.
What?
We get quite a bit of trains coming this way.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you saw what I PM'd you earlier today.
The unit?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now the unit can be more used than just a random thing.
Okay. I have to fix
Well,
Noah's unit tomorrow. I'll fix it in the morning. Oh boy, there's loaded wood chips on this van bar.
Here,
Oh, this is a train with new cars on. This has plastic pellets, wood chips. This is a whole fucking 9 yards on it.
Hmm.
And Kodachromes and what? This has got a weird concept. It's got like all modern power on the front, and then the the mid DPUs and last DPUs are all just Santa Fe's. He's in the last block before the siding. 9052 still got a while. 7610 is YRBK. I want that sitting there. That's sitting there at Ilman.
honestly, with the trains we have now going west, let's just, like I said, let's just send them off the end of the map at Boron.
All right, Goliath is clear. Just hit the. Goliath is coming up. He just hit the detector.
No, thank you.
So did you shut down that whole train? Wait, what'd you delete?
Just some cars.
What, Needles?
No, Boron.
The next.
It was on the RIP track.
I'm pretty sure we have a Boron local ready to go soon in Barstow.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, all shut down and quiet.
The last 2 Amtraks still haven't made it the rest of the way. Do you see this?
Really?
Look at where they are! Look at how screwed they are.
Oh my god. 169 is still going!
One of them is meeting with one of the trades we met earlier just now at Ash Hill. What's he meeting with? Chisto. Man, we met Chisto like an hour ago.
And it's just now making it up there.
What the hell? Yeah. And which train is which one is that? Which one is that? That is 36. Oh wait, that's not supposed to go that way.
Oh well.
Extended service. And then 35 is and then what is it? Amtrak 4 is Amtrak 4 is approaching Ash Hill. Oh man. These are so screwed. They're going so slow. It's really weird.
I wonder why.
The other thing is they also have Amtrak California cars on them next to that skin Chris made.
Yeah.
Alright, Goliath is on the home stretch. I see him. He's half a mile out from West Needles. In 5 minutes he'll be shut down. Man, look at how much faster we were than everything else. Because look at what the next train after Goliath is in terms of how far away it is. Even Noah's stack train is struggling. The good news is there's nothing else coming from LA up.
Good.
Still streaming, but so I see the hand throw. Did you reset it back at North American?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
back to going off the deep end.
Goliath 5-2. I like the more blue Jivo. It's kind of cool.
Which one? The one that
The
new
one you
that
put
I
in.
sent you?
That I've loaded today.
That one, I found a few problems with it.
I'm sure. Well, yeah, I was kind of interested why you had redone another one because I was using your other one for a while.
Well, I just found that one. I was like, hey, it's from Justin Cornell. I was like, why not give it a try and see what it looks like?
Well, it's kind of.
But the logo is off from the news. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not using it in music videos.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and find a new one.
Our Phase 4s are great, though.
Yeah.
Same with the Phase 5. I love the Phase 5. Love the P42s.
I'm gonna redo the Phase 4, but I'm just gonna use that.
I mean, it looks nice for what it's worth, though, because you didn't have to do much to it.
Phase 4?
Yeah, because you made it just shinier.
That's still ashes.
No.
I'm still working on 3. I haven't touched 4 yet. I need to work on 3, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna be able to finish off 3 with the nodes. I'm just waiting for Dovetail to finally release those 60Es.
That'll be interesting.
Like,
Wonder how the local shop's gonna do it.
Well, apparently they're apparently better than Dovetail. You don't know why?
But yeah, I saw the thing that said they updated them
Yeah, they listened.
after a bunch of report. So there's an engine I have forgotten where it is in Barstow that is a necessary engine. I don't know if it went. Oh no, it might have gotten deleted when Matt deleted those cars in LA.
What?
It was 7666.
Oh.
And I think it was on the 3-car train that was in the Amtrak yard. So it's been gone for a long time. It's been gone since like earlier today. I wish he had checked the number. Oh well. Alright, I see Goliath.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's in. That's not...
He's still sitting in the car.
Is he?
Yeah.
But he's in the chat. Well, okay. And 9052 is on freaking approach to Hinckley.
Yeah. That was fun. We went from Barstow to Needles.
Yeah.
We managed to make it from there to there in about a amount of time.
Z Canlack. Fucking clearing Valley Junction. Or no, clearing Jewel. I'm sorry. Come on, Goliath. Hurry up. God, it's being so slow. Hurry up, Goliath. Who's our crew? Arsenio and Arian. Or is it Arlen? Arlen. I see what you mean by the CSX logo being off. What the hell? Now that I saw that, that's gonna annoy me so much. See, your host is still in there. Alright, it is 11:23 Mojave time. And Goliath is now coming in. Come on, Goliath. Alright. It's finally working its way in. I'm just grabbing some more cool cinematics before we sign off. Can you check the AA menu, make sure our Victorville loop thing is still working? There's still AI trains spawning. Did you turn it off? See? It's just me. Well, guess that's that. So I'm the last one. I'm just making sure the trains get in. As Goliath finally makes it in. Approaching the 3-hour mark on the stream in just a second. Brakes are on. Goliath shut down. 5-2 is offline. Anyways, this has been Delta 6. We had our friend Texas on here, Matthew Z. We had a friend Z on here. We had our friend Noah, our Dark Links, and our friend Rebel. And this has been our run from Barstow to Needles, which is a quiet run where we didn't actually really have to drive any trains except for me having to do a little bit of switching for AI management. We really hope you enjoy this. It's been a 3-hour stream, and tune in next time for our Silver Meteor run or Silver Star run on the A line. So stay tuned for that. Until then, see you next time. Bye bye.